largest injury firm in the world. All four work in the business. It's a family business. Did I ever see this coming? Hell no. We just worked very hard and treated our clients like we would want to be treated, like family. It's a full-service injury firm, auto accidents, medical malpractice, workers' compensation, Social Security, and insurance disputes. We're open 24/7, 365 days a year. Visit forthepeople.com and we can get to work on your case. No recovery, no fee. Morgan & Morgan, for the people. Injured? Dial #law or visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Skip the hassles of a traditional home sale and sell your home quickly with the guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate. There are no showings, no open houses, and therefore no stress. Hey, it's JP, and I'm here in the studio with Mark of Mark Spain Real Estate. Mark, selling a home can be a stressful process, as we all know. What's the biggest difference for sellers when they choose the guaranteed offer?
Let's face it, open houses are inconvenient, not to mention having strangers traipsing through your home looking in your closets. We created the guaranteed offer to give home sellers a quick and easy solution to sell their homes. With a guaranteed offer, there are no showings, no open houses, and no lockboxes. Just a quick sell and a very competitive offer. It's that easy.
Thanks, Mark. With over 13,000 five-star reviews, you can trust the most experienced real estate team in the U.S. to sell your home fast and for maximum profit. Don't wait for your home to sell. Choose when you want to move and close with confidence. Find out what your guaranteed offer would be. There is no obligation. Go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home today. That's markspain.com and start packing.
Oh, could this vintage store be any cuter?
Right? And the best part? They accept Discover.
Accept Discover? In a little place like this? I don't think so, Jennifer.
Oh, yeah, huh? Discover's accepted where I like to shop. Come on, baby, get with the times.
Right, so we shouldn't get the parachute pants?
These are making a comeback. I think.
Discover is accepted at 99% of places that take credit cards nationwide. Based on the February 2025 Nielsen report.
Let's go!
You're still glowing, flirting, grooving. You still got it. But your immune system weakens as you age, making it harder to fight flu, pneumococcal pneumonia, RSV, and COVID-19. Vaccines are a key part of any health routine and help strengthen your immune response. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. Schedule in minutes at vaxassist.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
1025 The Bone. Real Raw Radio. WHPT, Sarasota, Tampa, St. Pete. And 1073 WXGL HD2 St. Pete. Live from the WeatherTight Windows studio.
Here we go. All systems go.
This is the true story about Mac. Check it. Times are changing, more so each year. But the early morning Stone Pimp is here.
3, 2, 1.
People are expecting quite a bit.
Gotta figure out how to make money on this. I really want to.
I can feel it down in my plums. They're getting a nice bluish hue. Getting ready to take them to the farmer's market.
Okay, baby, but don't hurt yourself with that big juicy hog of yours.
In hard times, or when a man has worked at a job 30 years, they give him a watch, kick him in the butt, and say, hey, a computer took your place, daddy. That's hard time.
And those cars are going real fast and real laugh, son.
But he's gay. He's blind.
You ready? Oh, wait. So we're just gonna wing it? There's a big difference between winging it and seeing what happens. Now let's see what happens.
Now.
Right now.
Now, it's Senning Show. With your host, John Senning.
Well, for the win. McLaughlin's kick is right down the middle.
Northern fight like on the 10-pound test. Success, never fast, take a guess. I beat the early morning Stone Pimp. Straight limping, booze farm drinking. At the party, big booty pinching. Chilling like a villain, balloon filling, whack MC killing.
the Senning Show, here to get you through your Monday, a victory Monday, a day that if you were at the game yesterday, you're probably recovering from heat stroke, sun poisoning, or some variation of the both. I am John Senning. He is Dizzy. If you want to participate in the program, we just love it when you do. 800-771-1025. You can hit us up on social media, Instagram and X, at the John Senning, at Dizzy for Mayor. Get up in the vroom, vroom room. Stream video live. You can watch the program, 1025 The Bone on YouTube. All you got to do is search it, and you'll see the little circle with a live, little glowing button. Boom. Next thing you know, you're watching live. You're in the chat. Get in there. We love it when you do. I have to say this right off the bat because I don't want to forget. Friday, if you were listening, when we had Danielle in, they ran me through the training regimen, the test, the mobility test for Elevate. When I tell you that I've been in pain for the last 3 days, that would be an understatement.
For real?
When I wanted to come on here and say the phrase, it almost ruined my weekend.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say that, but let me just say, it was always with me.
Oh,
like
man.
There was no avoiding what was happening. I mean, every time I sat, every time I stood was a task. God, I don't even like to think about talking about it because it's not in my wheelhouse. But God forbid I had to sit down on a toilet. It was, dude. I'm feeling it right now. It never left me all weekend long.
And you did that Friday, and usually when you work out and you go hard and, you're tearing the muscles or whatever, the day after is bad, but it's the second day, and that's Sunday.
And it was really,
oh, man.
It was really, and I'm stretching. I'm doing everything. Since we got the new pool filter pump thing, the hole where the water blows out comes out like super, super hard. So I kept getting in there and like rubbing my thighs up against it, trying to do like a deep tissue massage.
Oh, man.
And you were right, because it was like Saturday later in the day, and I started thinking, okay, I know that the next day after the day is the worst day. And I'm like, okay, I think it's getting better. And then, when I went to go step out of bed and on Sunday morning, I'm like, it's not better. It is worse. So shout out to Danielle and Lloyd out there from Elevate. I hope you're proud of yourself. I hope you're glad at what you did. But it left me in pain all weekend long.
Baking in the sun.
Yeah.
And sore.
Yeah. And
not a good combination.
Well, and I thought I was really getting ahead of it too, because Saturday we were out at the brisket shop. Thank you to everybody who came out. Crazy turnout. And Danny is just the greatest host ever. I can't even really put it into words how sweet this man is and all the good that he does, not only for the community, but for anybody who steps foot in his restaurant. And so I hit him up. I'm like, hey, can I get out there early and take advantage of your cold plunge and your sauna? Thinking, that cold plunge was really gonna, help with the aching, churning loins that I had. It did not. I mean, it was very, very nice. It was a great way to start the day, but nothing took away the pain. So I think it's just, I was trying to think what it was that I did that hurt me so bad. It was probably the hold. I think it was the holding the squat that hurt me more than just doing the squats.
Yeah, for sure. When you were holding it, it's, staying tensed up and everything and in the proper position.
So needless to say.
And I don't want to be the one to say this. A lot of the time before you do that stuff, you're supposed to stretch.
Well, and that's exactly what I said when I got home, because I could already feel it. I go, why did I not even attempt to stretch? I was too busy being stressed out. I was too busy stressing. I should have been stretching.
Nicole, when I was talking to her, I was like, John did well. He did so good. But I go, but I'm surprised he didn't stretch. I go, if I did that, I would have had to stretch before, because I would be feeling it later.
Why didn't you say that then?
Why were you
holding on to these ideas that you had in your head? Why?
I feel like I didn't think of it till you started doing it, and at that point, I'm not going to go, you need to stretch.
hey, stop down. You need to stretch. You need to stretch real quick.
Yeah, we're in it at that point. I just have to motivate my boy to push through.
Man, but in regards to the game yesterday, obviously another just amazing comeback victory that truthfully shouldn't have needed to be a comeback. I mean, that blocked field goal, should have never happened in a million years. But ultimately, you give Baker back the ball with any time on the clock, and he's going to do the damn thing
without Mike.
Yeah, without Mike Evans down the stretch as well. But I have to say, and let me preface it with this. Not that I need to, but just to preface it. So we had season tickets to the Bucs, I believe in 2009, 2010. We went to almost every game during the Brady era. A lot of these, if not most of these, if not all of these, were spent in the 300 levels, cooking at the time. Last year, we went to a bunch of games in the fan deck, and, I've been to my fair share of games. I feel fairly comfortable saying yesterday felt like one of the hottest Bucs games that I've ever been present for. And then by the time I saw what was going on the TV, they were saying on the television it was a feel-like temperature in the stadium of 130 degrees.
I believe it. 100%, man.
There was something to that. And as again, going to the Bucs game is an experience that I'll do forever. Like it doesn't matter how hot it is. I'm going to go to Bucs games forever because I love the pre-party. I love being in there with Bucs fans. Nothing's ever going to stop me. But you do wonder what an alternate universe looks like where they build a stadium. And does it change? Does it change the way that fans act and stuff? Because when you are, I don't want to say you're fighting for your life, but not every person is fit to bake in the 130 degrees sun 4 hours on end. Everybody's just not fit for it. Some people are falling out. Some people are just kind of hunkered down. And I wondered, what would an air-conditioned Tampa Bay Buccaneer fan base look like? And are they rowdier? Are they drinking more? What does that tangibly do to a vibe when you're indoors compared to outdoors like yesterday?
Yeah, JP thankfully hooked me up with some tickets.
Damn fine tickets, by the way. Shout out to JP. What's this guy? Is it Vinny Tickets?
Vinny Tickets.
What'd it do?
So I was on the Jets side, but I was having so much fun over there because I love trash talking with the right person. And me and this guy were having to go at each other in a respectful way. We weren't being like, oh, F you. We're just having laughs. And that was Nicole probably hated it, but I had a great time. Because, the few Bucs fans that are there, you're high-fiving them in front of everyone. But we would have left a lot earlier if JP didn't give me tickets because it was so hot. It was uncomfortable.
It was brutal.
It
was brutal. When we were getting up to to get inside, I looked at Danielle. I said, this feels different. I'm like, something about the way this sun is cooking today had a little something different to it. And it's so funny that you bring up the Jets fan that you were able to have a playful back and forth with, because when we were getting into the stadium, dude, there was a Jets fan next to us that was the worst kind of fan on planet Earth. He was the absolute worst. And I wish I could have had a live cam on him for the whole day. First of all, I think he probably either A, passed out drunk somewhere before the second half, or B, got his ass kicked by somebody, because we're waiting in line and this dude legit was picking out strangers and just starting to talk trash to him. There was these two ladies in front of him.
Oh, man.
There was these two ladies who had to be over the age of 55. They were just older ladies, and they were right in front of him in line. And out of nowhere, he just goes, oh, you don't even probably know who the Bucs are. You're just Tom Brady fans. You're not Bucs fans. None of these people even knew who the Buccaneers were before Tom Brady. I feel like I'm giving it a little Boston, but he was from New York. And the ladies, of course, they're not going to fight this giant fat ass Jets man. And he's so they're like, no, we had season tickets in 1992 and Mike Allstott's my favorite player. Liar, you're lying. So then these other people start trying to kind of defend him, and this guy's just like, you're all liars. None of you knew about the Bucs before Tom Brady. And all I could think was, please do not put me next to this asshole. Which luckily I do not share that interest with you.
Oh, you don't?
No, I don't want to be near other fans, to be completely honest with you. And we were behind the Bucs bench, and it was just a sea of orange. And it's so funny that you bring that up, because the guy that was sitting next to me, he goes, hey, are these your season tickets? And I go, no, I just kind of got them through work. And shout out to Corona for having me. He goes, are these your season tickets? I go, no. I'll just be at a couple games throughout the year. He goes, oh, because I just bought these, or I just moved my season tickets. My family's had season tickets since '76.
Oh, wow.
And he said, we've been behind the opposing bench forever, as long as we've had it. And he goes, it finally got to be too much. He goes, it finally, the opposing fans have gotten so ugly over the last 5 years. He goes, I have applied to move every year. And he goes, this was the first year that it went through and they offered me these seats. He goes, it's really the Eagles games. He goes, the Eagles games, you don't even want to go to. And sadly, I don't know if people had bad experiences with the Jets fans on Sunday, on yesterday in Raymond James, but let that be your little bit of a warm-up to the Eagles fans that will be in there on Sunday, because there will be more of them. And again, I always feel like I have to preface it with the fact that I love a lot of Eagles fans. My father-in-law, Eagles fans, all of his friends, a lot of people that I love are Eagles fans. They are the worst fan base in the history of sports, and it's not even close.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, the people around me, the Jets fans were... The area I was in, they were pretty calm. They were cheering on their team. I'm not the type to really cheer on my team every time. Be like, let's go. I'm more of the ones when something happens, I like to get up and be like, ooh, it burns. Look at you. It burns.
See, you're I mean, I think the Bucs need more of that. That, and that's the thing, is that there are those fan bases that are just hyper aggressive. When they go in, it is almost like this guy that I'm talking about in line. If his energy would have meant with the wrong Bucs fan at any moment, like a fist fight would have occurred, like instantaneously. Like this guy was literally going person by person in the line looking for a fight. And I think that when you meet the wrong kind of energy, that's when it goes off the rails. But to your point, I think we could use a little bit more of that. Not all the way, but a little bit of that grit that comes with some of those other fan bases. I think it's okay now and then.
I'm the same guy, though, when a certain thing happens on the other team, and the guy, like, if someone says something, I go, that was a good play. I can't get mad at that.
Well, see,
gotta respect a good play. Yeah.
Some people don't have that in them.
Yeah.
Which is the thing. You and I, much like always, much like everything we do together, we saw each other for roughly 10 seconds yesterday, which is the story of our life. We went to the tailgate, to the Mike Calta tailgate. You were one of the first people that we saw. And then before I knew it, I didn't see you again, and we did not link up for the rest of the day.
Yeah, we were literally on our way out because we wanted to get in. We wanted to get the bucket hat. We wanted to see where our seats were and kind of get a feel for the situation. Had to put stuff back in the car. Shout out to Lance. Happy birthday, Lance.
Dude, Lance is the GOAT, dude. Lance is one of the sweetest guys ever, and I've had a chance to meet him time and time again. He's got Michigan connections as well. I don't know if you know that.
No.
So he's a Michigan man. It was a couple years ago. I always like to tell this story because I thought it was so cool. Whenever was it the playoffs? I think it was the playoffs, maybe. But he went up to Detroit, and the Bolts and the Bucks were in town the same day, and he went to both games in Detroit, which was pretty badass. But he's a sweet dude. Drew's golfed with him a handful of times. He's just a sweet dude, and he is the king of the goodie bag. I will tell you that. And it was funny because now we can just peel back. I wish we could have done this on the air and you would have gotten me, but we had been trying to meet. He had these things for me. We've been trying to meet for probably a month, and it hasn't worked out. So he goes, "Oh, I gave your stuff to Diz." I go, "I'm never seeing that stuff." I go, "Just so you know, I'll never see it." He's like, "You're joking, right?" I said, "I hope I'm joking, but there's a chance I'm never going to see it." So then I'm texting with you about the show and about things this morning, and I go, "Oh, by the way, don't forget the goodies from Lance."
Yeah.
And your response was,
"Who is Lance?"
And this went on for like a minute.
Yeah.
And I have to say, you didn't do a quick turnaround.
No.
You made me believe. Well, you didn't make me believe that you didn't know who Lance was. You made me believe that you were lying about that you didn't know who Lance was.
So in my head, I went, all right, well, if I can't get this on air, because I told Lance, I go, because he told me at the game, he goes, just going to say, he goes, John thinks he's not getting the stuff. I go, get what? And he goes, the stuff I gave. You go, he absolutely is. He goes, he made a joke. I go, well, I had to F with him now.
Well,
so play along if he hits you up. And I told him today I was messing with you, and I was like, who's Lance? I sent him the screenshot actually when we first started talking.
Well, it's so funny because I almost sent him the screenshot. I almost sent him the screenshot and been like, I told you. But it was funny. And you did play it very well because he go, who's Lance? I said, the guy that gave you the big giant bag of whatever was in it. And he goes, gave me. I went into the game. You can't bring that stuff into the stadium. I had told you what it was. And then you even took it even further by saying that you did have stuff in the bag, but it was other stuff.
Yeah.
You did good.
I did good, but there came a point where I went, John might just think I'm a liar and think I'm a thief, and I don't want that. So that's why I was like, when you said the thing about like, I can't tell if you're messing with me, I was like, all right, I should probably tell him pretty soon before he starts to mistrust me.
Yeah, well, and just for a second, I wouldn't have. I don't think I could. Even though I did believe it in the moment, I don't think that I really could have believed that you were being that blatant.
Yeah.
So shout out to Lance.
Yeah, we
I
hung out at the game. He knows where to.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You saw him at the game?
Yeah. He was actually not far. Well, he was on your side, but he was like where the tunnel, where they come out the tunnel.
Oh, yeah.
So we just texted, we met up, and we put one in there and went back and watched the game.
Damn, that's awesome. Yeah,
I left right before the field goal happened because I thought we were about to hit a field goal, game's done, and I'm like, peace out, Jet fans. We get in the tunnel and I hear
since the block.
I hear the block and everyone and everyone roaring on that side. I'm gonna go, oh my God, they just blocked it. And Nicole's like, no way. And we look at the TV. I'm like, oh my God, they're running it back.
Yeah.
And she's like, we got to go back. I go, what?
Yeah.
No, we leave immediately. We cannot go back.
Dude, there is an art to leaving Ray J. And I've also found out a lot has to do with where you park.
Yeah.
There is an art to either finding the right place to park and or leaving at the perfect moment or making the decision to leave early enough to be able to watch the end of the game at home. Which some of us did.
Exactly. Well, we watched on the car ride home just because we're all the way. Well, you're on the way to St. Pete too.
Well, that was the thing is not that it was headed towards a blowout or anything, but when it was 26 and after that drive, that beautiful drive, with the Evans touchdown, after going to Evans, then going to Egbuka twice, and then ultimately getting the TD to Evans, I just thought, dude, they're firing on all cylinders. Like, this is headed towards a blowout. We won, but sadly, it was not the blowout that could have been. I love the videos that everybody's sharing all over the internet of the Jets coach celebrating that return.
The dance
on that. Dude, in moments like that, it's always interesting to me how much people will put into a celebration because you still have to go win the game.
That's the point.
Like you're a minute and less than 2 minutes away still. You have to know in the back of your mind, the last 2 weeks, Baker got the ball in this situation. We won the game. Like, maybe tone it down and save that celebration. It's still a huge play, and you're excited. But you also could be moments away from losing the game in horrific fashion, even after the big play.
And that's the thing with coaching. When I tell my boys, I'm like, don't over-celebrate to the point where you motivate the other team. Like, I get, like, celebrate, have fun. If you're into like a mocking celebration, probably tone it down, but I'm not going to tell you not to do it. But also know, like I said, you could be riling up the other team. Wait till the final whistle.
Yeah, bulletin board material right there. All right, let's check on a couple of these calls. I have, so immediately, I don't know if it started happening on Friday night. I think it did start happening on Friday night. In this, I'm just going to say this before I take these phone calls. This is in the Clockiverse. This has to do, which I have to say, thank you to everybody who is so interested in out at the brisket shop on Saturday. Almost every single person that came up to me wanted to talk about the clock. They wanted to talk about what was going on. And I have some comments on it, but that's not even what I really want to share. On Friday, I think it was Friday night, at some point after I had a couple pops and I'm feeling good about myself, I start getting inundated with people sending me a news article from not here, but a news article. And I will share that news article with you with a minor clock update in just moments after we check on these calls. Senning Show, you're live on the air. Who's this?
Oh, yeah.
Hey, it's Steve. What's up, brother?
Steve, what up, dog?
Hey, I just wanted to thank you. I got my in the mail over the weekend.
Oh, you did? Nice. How's it looking?
It looks beautiful. The only thing is there's this really ugly, hairy monster on it, but the Sasquatch looks cool.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate it. That was good.
You get it? You're the ugly.
I'm the ugly, scary. I'm the ugly, scary monster.
That's why that's funny because you're the ugly one.
Yeah, and then there's a Sasquatch. And I get it.
Who's not the ugly one? You are.
Thank you. That's me. That's my voice. Senning Show. What up?
Yo, what's going on, guys?
Everett, what's up, dog?
Not much. I got a couple.
I saw Everett yesterday, by the way.
Where?
Yeah, I saw. We were at Jared's for a second. We were at Ride or Die. We checked in with them and hung with them for a bit, and Everett was over there. So I got probably the first time I'd seen Everett in a minute. What's up, dude?
Yeah, I was gonna say with the weather, like we rode out around 12:30. We just came to Tailgate, went home to watch the game, but it was literally beautiful that whole time we were out there tailgating.
Dude, you are not. It's so funny because it's in the shade, kind of. There are trees around, but we were over there. We had a couple drinks. We were kind of chilling, and I even looked at Danielle at some point. I said, "I think it's going to be a beautiful day. Like it's fine. It's fine. Like this is fine, dude." As soon as we got over into the open space out there at the station tailgate, dude, I could feel that heat. I'm like, dude, we had a false sense of security there for a bit. So you are right, though, Everett. It wasn't nice and breezy and cool over there in the shade.
All right, so I want to help the listeners out a little bit. So I feel like when you guys say stuff, they think you're just over exaggerating. You're trying to put on a show. When John said that his body was hurting, he got out of the car and picture like a 60-year-old man who threw his back out. You know how you can't kind of move. I got yelled out, "What's up, John?" And he couldn't turn his head. He shuffled his whole body over and kind of waved his hand a little bit.
Dude, you're not wrong. And the problem is that it was any time I had been sitting for a while. So I had the drive there. I was stuck in traffic a little bit. So by the time I got out of my car, 2 burnt up calves and a plantar fasciitis, your boy was moving a little slow. What can I say?
Whenever I'm around John, because he's so much bigger than me, I'm a little nervous because like he can just. But yesterday I was like, I could probably take him today. I think I feel a little bit more comfortable.
Maybe that's why I was less likely to get in a fight with a Jets fan because I knew I was working on 2 weak legs. If he tried to take me down, I'd just rip him off the bone.
And the last thing was, I looked at him. I was like, "John, are you sweating a lot?" And he's like, "No, why?" I go, "You got a lot of liquid in your beard." And he's like, "Oh no, that's still some of the olive oil from Friday."
Thank you, Everett. But in all seriousness, though, the olive oil is still very much around my house. I cannot get rid of it. It's on everything. It's just going to be a part of our family forever.
Now, do you feel like you're just like your mind's playing tricks on you? Like,
no. It is in there. It's there. And it's just like there'll be like a little nook or a cranny. You'll grab something and it'll still have a little olive oil on it. So let me say this. Let me say this first about the clock situation. And I'm sorry to do this. And maybe I won't end up holding true to my word because I have a big mouth and I don't have very good impulse control. I have to stop talking about it. I have to stop talking about it for multiple different reasons at the request of many different people. So,
like family members,
just people that are close to me, people that are a little more not as close to me, and things like that. I have to let it rest. I have to let it rest. That's all I can really say about it. But that will not stop me from sharing this story with you. And again, it was Friday night, and I look down and I see I got a bunch of messages and just like people had shared stuff with me on X. I'm like, what the hell is going on? What has happened? And then a fairly large amount of people had all, especially now since today, had shared this this story with me, and it is I believe it's out of Dayton, Ohio. And I'm gonna just play the audio from the Dayton 24/7 website on what happened. I believe there's a 911 call in here. It's going to be important to listen to the details.
And we also
it's in one ear, isn't it?
Shooting that happened on Indiana Street in East Dayton on Thursday. The Dayton Police Department says a 22-year-old man was shot while he was working as a landscaper. The 911 caller describes what happened before the shooting.
The guy got shot in the heart. Listen, they're on their way. They're on their way. Okay. Do you know how this started? Do you know who was shot? Yeah, it was an argument over grass clippings on a car.
Did you catch that last line?
No way. You make that with AI?
It was an argument over grass clippings on a car.
Did someone make that and send it to you? That's a real story.
Dude, this is a real story. And I don't know if it was in both ears. It didn't sound like it over here to me. But Dayton, Ohio, 22-year-old landscaper shot and killed during argument with neighbor over grass clippings. And I believe I have another clip here that is the sheriff talking about what happened.
I'd be interested to hear what the conversation was that led up to the shots being fired, because to me, it's silly. The guy's out here just doing a job and then gets harassed and ultimately, shot by somebody not even involved.
Oh my God. To be fair, he was at work. You're at home. So
he was still the one, and I believe he was the blower. Not that makes it any better. So this guy was working for a landscaping company where he was blowing the grass into the neighbor's yard. The neighbor came out, some sort of argument ensued, and ultimately the guy shot the 22-year-old landscaper over grass clippings, which, again, not another example of like I was right or anything, but it is important to note that people can get
riled up over the simplest things.
I was trying to see if I had a better story. That one, the landscaper who was shot and killed during an argument with a neighbor in Dayton, Ohio on Thursday has been identified by the company that he works for. The coroner has not officially named the victim, but Dunham's Lawn Care Service identified their employee, 22-year-old Tanner Staggs, as the man who was shot and killed. Staggs was working on Indiana Avenue on Thursday morning. Police on the scene said he was blowing grass when some of it landed on a neighbor's car.
Oh.
That reportedly led to an argument between the neighbor and Staggs, which resulted in the neighbor shooting Staggs. The 22-year-old was rushed to Miami Valley Hospital, where he passed away. Staggs' employer said he was known for his constant positive attitude. And, I don't know what the point of me sharing this is, other than maybe to let everybody know that I heard the story, and also as a reminder that no matter how something stupid seems, it could end up leading to something really bad, especially in this day and age. But when I started seeing that, like literally the amount of people that sent it to me over the weekend probably has to be nearing 100 now. And I also don't know where people are seeing this story. Like, I had to search for it. I don't know what algorithms they have going on where this story was just being like fed to them. But either way, I have heard about the kid who was shot in the grass clipping fight, and the clock saga for now has to be over. It just has to be.
Or my side of this, you get this article, print it out, stick it on this guy's door.
Oh no!
Yeah.
Oh,
now it's a warning for him.
No,
not a warning for you. Now it's a warning for him, John.
And honestly, truthfully, I'm done talking.
Well, I'll do it for you.
No, please don't. Please don't. Then you would feel worse. You would feel worse if it somehow led to something bad happening to me. It's something you decided to do.
They're like, did you really go stick that? Look, I thought I was standing up for my boy.
Yeah, it's. We have to let it rest for a little bit. It may come back, maybe, but at this point, I have to let it rest. I must. All right, so I've got something for that thing coming up, and it pretty much pertains to. Making it to the pearly gates, to what comes next. A lot of people, I don't know if it's millions, I don't know if it's thousands, believe tomorrow is the day. The day. I'll tell you what that day is coming up next. But also, are we doing like a show and tell?
Show and tell, baby.
So you're going to show something on Bone TV, on the YouTube, 1025 The Bone next. It's like a surprise for me?
Yes, I want you to see it live. I was gifted this. I believe I know who gifted it to me. I don't know officially. I'm going to text that person during the break and make sure. But I think it has something to do with what we talked about.
Okay. All right. Well, keep it locked to 1025 The Bone. More Senning Show on the way. We'll get into the possibly life-altering, if not life-ending day that is coming up tomorrow, for some at least, and show and tell with Dizzy in just a few minutes. We also have your chance at $1,000 coming up at 2 o'clock, so keep it locked to 1025 The Bone. Drew will have your chance after that at 5 o'clock. So you can be winning money as well. Wild Fork Foods, what an absolutely beautiful display all weekend from Wild Fork. First and foremost, I have to say thank you so much to everybody at Wild Fork who gifted us with these 2 giant tomahawk ribeyes. If you have not seen the footage of these things being cooked at the brisket shop, you can check out my Instagram at @TheJohnSenning. They were spectacles of meat, and it was honestly maybe some of the best steak I've ever had from Wild Fork. Got to enjoy that with everybody there, including Gio. And then on Sunday, Wild Fork providing all of the meat for the brisket shop to cook up, and it was an amazing success. So grateful to be partnered up with Wild Fork. But if you didn't make it out there, you can get all that right to your own home. You can get one of their 450 plus items delivered right to your front door. You can order online and pick it up, or especially if you're a first timer, get in there, see all of the options and things that you can choose from. Locations in South Tampa, West Chase, and St. Pete, always online at wildforkfoods.com.
Killer if you ask.
You're listening to Senning Show on 1025 The Bone. Download the free Bone app to listen to us anywhere. Sponsored by Mark Spain Real Estate.
Get your guaranteed offer at markspain.com.
Mark your calendars for a day packed with fun and purpose. Join us for Habitat Hillsboro's 7th annual Veteran Inshore Slam Fishing Tournament on Saturday, October 11th. The day begins at Finn's Dockside Grill at Apollo Beach with a hearty breakfast and great vibes, and concludes with a trophy presentation, after party, raffles, and more. Proceeds support Habitat Tampa Bay Hillsboro's Veterans Build, building and repairing homes for U.S. veterans and their families. Register today at habitathillsboro.org.
Fence Outlet has helped our customers keep children and pets safe with quality fences for over 30 years. Now is the time to install your Fence Outlet fence. Visit fenceoutlet.com today to set up your free estimate and discover our wide selection of fencing options. License number C-10252 and C-10803.
Hi, I'm Ray from Sun Toyota of Newport Richey. Shop everything under the sun with Sun Toyota. Everything, including new Camrys, Corollas, RAV4s, and Tundras, with Corolla payments starting at $179 a month. Backed by a nationwide lifetime warranty with 4-year maintenance included. Plus, you're only 2 clicks away from your best price. So visit Sun Toyota today, because when you make it Sun Toyota of Newport Richey, we make it happen.
Call 800-639-3367 for more details.
Sun Toyota of Newport Richey.
Tune in for Reinventing Retirement, where premier wealth managers and retirement specialists discuss the most important and crucial retirement topics for your benefit. Reinventing Retirement, Saturdays at 9 a.m. and Sundays at 9 a.m. and again at 11 a.m. Only on 102.5 The Bone.
If you want your windows there in weeks, pick up the phone and just text Reese.
Protect your home with Reese Windows and Doors, trusted for over 50 years to deliver the highest quality factory direct hurricane impact windows, with most installs done in under 8 weeks. And now the giveaway is bigger than ever. Win $25,000 in new windows absolutely free. Just text TRUST to 20129. Are you already entered? Then you're automatically eligible to win $25,000 in new windows. Don't wait. Text TRUST to 20129.
I'm Ultima Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. Every time one of my children started driving, it was terrifying. I am quite aware of the dangers being on the road. Thousands of accidents happen across the country. We see it every day. These families' lives will be changed in an instant. We fight for these families as if they were our own. We've become America's largest injury law firm by winning cases just like these. If you've been injured in a car accident, call us.
Injured? Dial pound law or visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Take advantage of Labor Day savings all month long at Crown Hyundai. Get financing as low as 0%. Buy with zero down or make no payments for a year on over 600 new tariff-free Hyundais. Drive a new 2025 Hyundai Elantra SE for only $99 a month. All are backed by Owner Assurance, America's best warranty, including 10 years, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty. Crown Hyundai, the better way to buy and service. Visit crownhyundai.com. Credit 24-month lease, 10K miles a year, $59.95 due at signing, plus dealer fee and electronic filing fee.
The Golden Diamond Source is working hard every day to be your family's jewelers. Right now, a $5,000 engagement ring with 0% interest can be yours for just $83 a month, a small investment to make for a lot of happiness. Don't let those holidays sneak up on you this year. Now is the time to get ahead with the Golden Diamond Source's in-store layaway. And if you have a bunch of old jewelry lying around, trade it in for cash. The Golden Diamond Source is offering the highest ever trade-in values for your gold and diamond jewelry. Now's a perfect time to get your holiday shopping started. Get into the Golden Diamond Source now. Relax, shop, and save at the Golden Diamond Source. You'll find them at 3800 Omerton Road in Clearwater, where you'll always find the perfect gift only at the Gold and Diamond Source. Always open at goldanddiamond.com. But stop on by 3800 Omerton Road in Clearwater for the Gold and Diamond Source.
Paid for by Hims and Hers Health. Plans not available everywhere. Compounded products are not FDA approved or verified for safety, effectiveness, or quality. Prescription required. Restrictions at forhers.com apply. Wegovy and Ozempic are FDA approved and are the registered trademarks of Novo Nordisk AS, which is not affiliated with Hims and Hers.
Trying to lose weight? It's time to try Hers. At forhers.com/radio, you can access affordable, doctor-trusted weight loss treatments tailored to you. These include oral medication kits and compounded GLP-1 injections, the same active ingredient that's in Ozempic and Wegovy. Through Hers, pricing for oral medication kits starts at just $69 a month for a 10-month plan when paid in full upfront. No hidden fees, no membership fees. Hers brings expert care straight to you with 100% online access to personalized treatments that put your goals first. Reach your weight loss goals with help from Hers. Get started at forhers.com/radio to access affordable, doctor-trusted weight loss plans. That's forhers.com/radio. FORHERS.com/radio.
On the battlefield, there's a saying America's military men and women live by. Never leave a fallen warrior behind, ever. Off the battlefield, Wounded Warrior Project operates with the same goal. Wounded Warrior Project was created to help our men and women returning home with the scars of war, whether those scars are physical or mental. Wounded Warrior Project. We never leave a fallen warrior behind, ever. Learn more about what we do at woundedwarriorproject.org.
Are you a parent of a 2 to 8 year old? Listen closely for an exciting offer, then head to abcmouse.com/radio to learn more. By now, you've probably heard of ABC Mouse.
ABC Mouse is like a little one-on-one teacher. It has helped her so much.
We're offering a promo at abcmouse.com/radio to try it for free for a month, then $14.99 per month until canceled. Go to abcmouse.com/radio to see this offer. That's abcmouse.com/radio. Actual ABC Mouse users compensate for their testimonials, sponsored by Age of Learning.
Trans-Siberian Orchestra returns this winter with the Ghosts of Christmas Eve, the best of TSO, and more. A dazzling spectacle packed with pyrotechnics, lasers, and the incredible storytelling synonymous with TSO. $1 from each ticket sold benefits the Calta Family Foundation. Win tickets at theboneonline.com or the Bone app.
Involved in a car accident? We understand the pressure you're under. Call Farah and Farah. Tampa.
Now, back to Real Raw Radio. Sponsored by Anajar and Levine, accident attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
You might know nothing, but at least you'll know that thing. Brought to you by Just Call Mo, Tampa's injury attorney. That thing. It's time for That Thing, right now on Senning Show.
1, 2, you know what to do.
Something's looking shady over there. Welcome back to Senning Show. I'm John Senning. He is Dizzy. Gonna get you on through this Monday. A victory Monday. Go Bucks, baby. Dude, I want to do, we're going to do the show and tell in just a second, but I wanted to ask you this question because you will undeniably all week be hearing a lot of Zach Bryan and John Mayer as I get myself hyped up. I'm going to Michigan this weekend to see what could end up being the largest concert in the history of the country, 110,000 people. I refuse to listen to an artist that I'm going to see on the day of the concert. Have I ever asked you this question before? Because some people think that I'm crazy for it. The week leading up, I'll binge. But the day of, I will steer clear of any of the music of the artist that I'm seeing. Do you have any thoughts like that, or do you normally listen to the artist before you go see them in concert?
That's a great question because I believe I'm not a full-on artist. Like, for instance, when I went and saw Wayne, I want to hear a couple Wayne, get me in the mood, but I don't want to hear just Wayne because we're about to go hear Wayne.
You want it to be a little fresh. I mean, it's not going to be fresh, but it's not going to be like, I just listened to this song 30 minutes ago.
It's probably like, for instance, when I went and saw Wayne, I listened to stuff I know he's not going to do. This is like his mixtape
That's
songs.
a good point.
So I'll listen to a bit of that, but for instance, a long time ago with my ex, we went to go see Khalid. Remember that singer?
Oh,
Khalid?
yeah. Young, Dumb, and Broke. I love that guy.
Yeah, and it was in Orlando, and she wanted to listen to his stuff all the way there. I go, no. I'm not listening to an hour of it. Yeah.
You're closer to me than not. Dude, I looked at the, we're still a little ways out, but I've been watching the weather for Michigan this weekend. Dude, night of the show, low of 48.
Oh, too low.
Dude, that is,
58 is where I feel like I draw the line. I'm like, now it's too cold.
Dude, if I can be at a concert on Saturday night in a sweatshirt, that would be a dream come true. Just enough. I don't want to be frigid. I want enough to be comfy in a sweater, and I think that dream might come true.
You don't think 48's too cold to be like you might have to hit a jacket?
48 was the low like for the day, so I imagine that's probably like middle of the night. When I looked at the hourly, and again, this is going to change, it was like in the upper 50s.
Yeah.
Which I think would be good for a nice little
poncho.
Let's say it was lower than that. You had to go kind of full jacket and stuff to the concert. Would you rather that or sitting in the Buck Stadium?
Oh, I would rather freeze every day of the week.
Really? I'm the other
every
one.
day of the week.
I'm the other
And
way.
I've been to some cold games, cold Bucks games where we've been bundled up. I love that. I absolutely love being bundled up for a football game or a concert or anything. If it's outdoors, I would prefer it to be cold.
The only thing I like about those type of atmospheres, you can get more stuff in, if you know what I mean.
Dude, speaking, two quick things. What I was going to say is, during those cold games is when I started smuggling in the boiled peanuts into to Raymond James, which I'd have like a hoodie on and a big old hoodie, and then I would just stick the boiled peanuts right in my hoodie pocket, which brings me to the fact, and I'm so heartbroken by this, and tomorrow will be better. The last 15 to 20 minutes before I walked out of my door today, I legit created this beautiful boiled peanut platter. I had a big aluminum pan, and I made like 10 bags individual. I had 2 for you, 1 for Drew, 1 for JoJo, 1 for... I counted them out and everything. Spent the whole time making it. As I'm walking out the door, I just grabbed my keys and my wallet and I walked out the door without bringing it.
It's funny you say, because Nicole asked me on the weekend, she goes, "Did you eat the peanuts ever from me?" I go, no, you didn't give me any. She goes,
but I'm telling you, I have a platter that is meant for everybody. I got some for Mo. I had figured out who they were all for.
Mo doesn't need any more free stuff, if you haven't noticed.
Dude, Mo's living the dream, dude.
Yo, I love Mo. Like, you gotta love someone. Like, I've seen people heard people hating on him. I love that Mo probably couldn't name you 3 active players on the Bolts or the Bucks, but he has a jersey made for him on both sides. I love that for him.
I didn't have it planned to drop this statement, but it's going to fit very perfectly. It's not what you know, Diz, it's who you know.
Yeah.
And when you're in the Patrick Smith orbit, the man has connections. The man gets into places, and that spot where they were for the game, like that, I believe, is as VIP as it gets. Like there's carving stations. They're making smoked old fashions up there. When we would do the fan deck, the bathroom that you use, you have to go inside. They give you a little pass, a bathroom pass. And when you go in, you go into the bathroom that is shared with those people, and you can see the spread. And every time I went in there, I'm like, damn, this is where you want to be.
So
and
how come you can't just sneak onto that side?
Because there's a guard. Like you pretty much have to get in, and they're going to see you with your pass, with your bathroom pass.
Like, okay,
it's literally a bathroom pass. Like, go in there and use the bathroom, and you bum, and then come back in here. But happy for them. I'm so happy for Mo. I'm not even going to bring up the fact that he was Patrick's second choice.
Yeah, that he was sloppy second.
Yeah, I'm not going to bring that up.
Yeah,
and why would I?
Why would you? You're better than that.
And I'm glad that they had a good time. And I didn't get a chance to. I didn't see him though. I thought maybe I'd run into the tailgate, but they probably got in nice and early so they could take advantage of that food.
Of course, Mo definitely got a to-go bag.
Yeah, I'm sure. I mean, he lined his pockets probably. He's like sushi rolls and sliced meats in his pockets. All right, so I have no idea what this is. I'm going to be completely honest. We usually have some sort of conversation about things like this. Diz just says he has something that he wants to show me. It's going to be a show and tell style. If you want to get on the YouTube, I personally can't vouch for what this will be, but he said he wants me to close my eyes. What kind of if I played a type of music, what would be the type of music to go with it? Let me just pick something.
Yeah.
Because if you tell me, that's going to be like a hint.
Yes, exactly.
Hold on. All right, I think this is going to be good here. Hold on.
So I'll just say this: I was sent this to by someone, and it has to do with something we were talking about.
Okay.
So I'm going to throw it on now.
All right, my eyes are closed. I'm waiting to see what this mystery thing that Dizzy got to him, which involves something. I know nothing about anything. We're going to talk about the rapture and the end of the world coming tomorrow in mere moments.
We're good.
But now I'm going to open my eyes, and I'm going to see what this mystery item is. Oh, my God, dude. Oh, my God.
So good, right? So good.
That is insane.
I love this.
Dude, pull it, like it's, I almost feel like you need
Yo, you see me?
Yeah, well, pull it down, like your hoodie needs to come up a little bit more. And then the whole thing needs to shift over just a little bit.
This way?
Yeah, that's actually better. You got it. Dude, those are wild.
Good, right?
Dude, wait, hold on. Keep talking. I need it to... Dude, that is insane. It looks like AI or Photoshop on your face right now.
I haven't got to see it on my face. I just put it on before JP's show, and JoJo and everyone were dying.
Who is that? Is that somebody?
You should know who this is.
Is it Bismarcky?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Bismarcky.
Dude, that is honest. And I'm not giving anybody any ideas. Dude, you could totally commit a crime with that. I mean, that is almost scary. It is one of those we've been talking. I think we were talking about them because of criminals and things like that. It's one of those. What's the material like? Is it like nylon?
It's kind of like what do they call that you put on the buffers?
Oh,
Buffs,
yeah.
not buffers.
Dude, that is.
Yeah.
That's something else. Dude, if you did not want to be known or seen, that's pretty sweet.
That's pretty good, right?
Dude, I have to say, that popped the crowd. Who gave that to you?
I believe it was because I texted him. It was Moose. It just said
really?
to the Agent of Chaos, and it said like the business. I think it's like Yellow Brand.
Oh,
or
wow.
something. And I was like, who is that? And then I think JoJo was like, must have been Moose. No, Monica was like, that's Moose's thing.
I wonder if and again, do not commit a crime. Nobody commit a crime. But I wonder like if you were on a certain surveillance video with that and somebody looked at it, if they now have like a technology to be able to tell that that's not a real person's face.
Yeah, they would be like, or they'd be it's Bismarcky, still alive.
It's Bismarcky.
I just beatbox as I'm doing stuff. They're like, it must be him.
Dude, that's pretty cool. You got to start just wearing that. You got to start showing up to gigs with that. Because when you look at it on the screen, it really did look like it had been like photoshopped or somebody like dropped. Like it didn't look like it was that. It looked like somebody had like superimposed a face on your face.
The worst part was when I was about to put it on, JoJo saw it. She goes, "Is that you?"
Yeah. Dude, maybe you could do that. You could possibly really heat things up in the bedroom with that. I don't know if Bismarcky would be Nicole's choice, but dude, you hit it with something that she really wants, and you're naked from the waist down in a hoodie and whatever the face of her choosing on that.
Just like a Thor. I'm just Thor.
Oh man,
talking the old English accent.
That's pretty cool. Ray Decker said Senning put it on. I would if it wasn't for what I just told Dizzy right before during the commercial break, and I know nothing about Dizzy's well-being or health. I have sickness paranoia right now because I'm getting on a plane in 3 days and have an exciting weekend, and I've met and shook so many hands over the past 2 days, and people were sick all around the building that I'm in. I might as well be masked up at this point. I'm just trying to get through it. That is very cool, though. Shout out to Moose, who's a sweet, sweet man.
Johnny did say, he was like, it's kind of funny because, like, what if that wasn't from Moose? You just put that on your face. Someone could just, like, rubbed it on themselves.
They could have, but it's still worth it.
It's funny because in the chat, Jesse said the same thing I did because at first, jokingly, but kind of looked like him. I go, no, it's SBK. And she goes, what?
I'm not going to lie. I thought the same thing. I mean, I didn't think it was SBK, but for a second I was trying to figure out, because when it stretches out of your face, it doesn't look as clearly like Bismarcky. So I'm like, dude, is that an SBK? Which that'd have been pretty damn funny as well. You could probably make it out. No, you could probably make it out to be anybody.
Yeah,
I would think. Like I'm saying you could get that made to be anybody.
I could be any blackface.
Yeah,
Denzel. No. Michael B. Jordan. Bismarcky.
That is not what I meant, but it is what I meant. I'm going to get into this Rapture thing real quick, but I just have to touch on this at some point today. You text me on Saturday night because when you said you heard the WWE show on ESPN was an S show. I was curious what you had heard. Like, how was that delivered to you? I didn't know if you meant, because there was a lot of controversy about the platform and the payment.
Yeah.
So I didn't know if you meant that or if you meant something else.
No, I do the podcast with Dash and Drew, the Lazy Ass Podcast, and they're big wrestling guys. They still watch wrestling to this day. So they were kind of in our group chat having a back and forth about like what a crap show it was, and it was like a lot to do with the match. They're like, we can't believe that was the storyline they went with, and it was only like 8 minutes long, and it was all this whole thing. And apparently there was, again, not a big wrestling fan like you, but they said like they had a match years ago. They were bloodied up, and it was all this. They go, this was PG compared to
Brock
that.
Lesnar and John Cena. And that was the big Brock Lesnar's return. And that was the big thing. And Brock Lesnar just absolutely beat the hell out of John Cena, who's about to retire, for 8 minutes and pinned him. And it was weird. But the real controversy was the platform and the payment. So I was kind of like running late, wasn't really thinking about it. I had been led to believe, and I thought it was an official message, that if you had ESPN, like if you have cable and you have access to ESPN, then you have the pay-per-view. That is not true. So this was the launch of the brand new ESPN streaming service called ESPN Unlimited. So if you have ESPN, even if you have ESPN Plus, you do not have ESPN Unlimited.
Oh.
So to now get the WWE pay-per-views, PLEs, whatever they're calling them, you have to pay $30 a month. And I can't, for the life of me, tell you what else you get with that. Because if you had ESPN, you'd be getting Monday Night Football. You'd be getting a lot of other stuff that's on ESPN and ESPN2 and all of that. But you now need this $30 streaming platform that, from what I believed and all of the comments I've seen on social media, nobody knew that at all. And a lot of pissed off people. You went from paying Peacock, which was $9.99 a month, where you would get the pay-per-views, to now you have to pay $30 a month. And they delivered quite possibly one of the worst shows in the last 5 years on ESPN. Even ESPN came out with a rating system. They gave it a C as far as the show. So big for them in ESPN. But I feel like if it wasn't the Saudi Arabia thing, that the new $30 charge to get these pay-per-views a month could be the beginning of the end for WWE, unless they know something that nobody else does.
And it's so funny because we touched on this, I think, a week or two ago, how like we were so like strong-arming everyone to get off cable and be like, it's the devil, cut the cord, blah, blah, blah. And now we're probably paying more.
Oh, we are paying more.
Yeah, for all these things.
If you want to watch stuff. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's if you wanted to watch every big show that is kind of everybody's talking about in pop culture and the biggest show at the moment, and you wanted to watch live sports, and you just had an interest in the most mainstream interest you could, I think it would absolutely cost you significantly more than cable ever did. And then keep in mind, depending on what you're paying for the start of it all for your internet, like it starts with that before you can build the rest on top of it. So it was it was kind of a mess in that department, and who knows, maybe they'll change it.
I got to get you on to the box I have.
Well, so without getting ourselves arrested or anything, so I had it forever up until recently, and then does that come with a charge at all? Do you have to pay anything a month?
It's a yearly subscription.
Okay, so either way, I had
and it's
one,
really good.
I had one that you had to pay for as well, and it was like $20 a month, but that was all pay-per-views. That was everything I ever needed. And then they just switched where you can only pay with Bitcoin, which I am not in the Bitcoin biz, so I did not do that.
The one I have, you will like it, and there's different ones you could choose from, and like
all I need is the WWE. Well, and here's the thing, UFC. You're not even gonna. I mean, I have Paramount Plus, but soon enough, that won't even be a pay-per-view. They're all gonna be on Paramount Plus now.
Oh, really?
All the UFC pay-per-views. So it's crazy that they can afford to do that, but that just shows you how much money these deals are. So I think I heard you guys talking about it for a second with JP, but I've been kind of watching this unfold on TikTok, and I think maybe we even touched on it last week on the show. A South African pastor's vision that Jesus will return tomorrow, September 23rd, also known as the Rapture, has sent social media into a frenzy, with many worried about what will happen to their pets if this goes down, which I think if you really believed the Rapture is coming, wondering where and how your pets will be handled is a fair question.
Really?
I think I might. Well, hold on. I might have one of these videos of these ladies, and then we'll chat about it.
Will our pets get raptured? Or even more broadly, will our pets make it to heaven? So there's nothing really in the Bible that addresses whether or not specifically our pets will make it to heaven. But as a matter of my opinion, and keep in mind this is my opinion, I believe that they do, and I will give you 3 reasons why. The first reason takes us clear back to Genesis. God made humans, mankind, in his image. Did not make animals in his image, but just like everything else on this earth, animals are his creation.
You get where this is going.
Yeah.
You understand. And a lot of people, I say a lot of people, the internet is not a representation of the real world. A fair amount of people on social media are talking about it, and a fair amount of these posts are getting, millions of interactions and things like that. So to get a grasp on how many people really believe deep in their heart that the Rapture is coming tomorrow, I don't know that we'd be able to figure that out. I've had to have asked this before. You guys went to church at some point, but you were not real big church people, right?
Yeah, my mom tried to get us more into it. She, a little more religious, and I know she listens to stuff now in her own time and all that, but we just weren't a church family as a whole. We just didn't want to get out there and go sing songs and go back home.
Jumbo, baby.
Yeah, exactly.
I got hit with the Jumbo early on. It does mean hello from Jesus, your best friend. Specifically, the pastor is claiming that Jesus told him in his dream that he will come on September 23rd and the 24th. If you are unfamiliar with the rapture in Christianity, is the belief that people both living and dead will meet Jesus Christ in the air during this year's Rosh Hashanah, which is the new year in Judaism. People have taken this belief and run with it on social media, which has created Rapture talk. Rapture, not Rapture talk. Rapture T-O-K, like TikTok, Rapture,
okay.
Rapture talk.
I like it. I like it.
If you do a quick search of the phrase, you'll see thousands of videos of people. And again, how many of them are just for clicks? I'm not really sure. But I heard Monica refer to this some of these other videos where like they're making their plans. Like they're actually like, what are we going to be doing? Like we're taking the day off of work. We're going to be with our entire family during this moment, which off of one man's dream seems like a lot, but if it was going to happen, how would you ever know other than maybe a guy having a dream about it?
Do you think we would know?
Like,
you think we would do a show, Rapture would happen? Do you think I'm just a studio by myself? You're in a studio by yourself? We're both gone? Or we're both here talking
you're
like
saying,
nothing happened?
You're saying like after it happens.
Yes.
Like what?
Yes.
Because the good ones, those that have properly given their life to Christ, they go up, right?
Yes.
They go up, and then something bad happens to us here, right? Does this become hell on earth?
I think if you believe in what the Bible says, then like the horsemen come down and all that stuff, and it's kind of like God's not watching anymore. Whatever happens down here is going to happen, and hell will kind of be on earth.
Yeah, so during the rapture, Christians believe that the living will be transformed and along with the dead in Christ will be caught up to meet Jesus in the air. Christ's descent. Jesus Christ will descend from the heavens with a great cry of command, the voice of an archangel, and the sound of a trumpet. The spirits and bodies of deceased believers are resurrected. So there will be it'll be like a zombie situation. Transformation and ascension of the living. Living believers are instantly transformed into their glorified bodies and are caught up together with the resurrected dead to meet the Lord in the air. And you can really, and I'm half segueing between making light of it and also asking real questions. Like I believe, like you could get on the good side tonight. Like if you, I think if per the Bible and everything I've learned from church, if you do give your life to Christ and all of that, I think that you could probably get in at the last minute's notice, as long as you really meant it.
Yeah, I guess you're right. As long as you turn yourself over to him and stuff like that, you roll those dice, I think you're getting in. I'm going to act like if this happens, I'm going to be the guy who's like, check the list again. I got to be on the list.
I'm on the list.
Like,
I'm on the list.
Yeah.
I'm on the list, dog.
It might be under my middle name. I don't know.
Let's give away $1,000. This hour's keyword is tip. TIP. Head to the 1025 The Bone app right now and enter the word tip before 30 minutes past the top of the hour, and the $1,000 Bone bonus could be yours. It's TIP. If you get a call anytime after that from a number you don't recognize, make sure you pick it up because it's probably the operator from CMG trying to tell you that you won some money. If they get you on the line and you do win, make sure you throw us a shout out, Senning, Dizzy, Vroom, whatever it may be, and just show your love. And we really, really, really hope that you win that $1,000. It is kind of, it's interesting. For whatever reason, I think I've been thinking about religion more often, and I know that it doesn't have anything to do. It doesn't have any, and I think about religion fairly often, but it doesn't have anything to do with Charlie Kirk himself being a man of God and getting killed. I do think something about that video being so prevalent was, and I think this is what it was for a lot of people, it really showed like how fragile life is. This guy who's touring the world and is kind of one of the biggest political voices out there. Like the fact that this dude in a split second is wiped off the face of the earth and the video exists to show it. I think for a lot of people, you just makes you think about life and what comes after this life and all of that. And I haven't gone to church or I haven't picked up a Bible or anything like that. But it is, if you really let yourself go there, it is it's an interesting thought to think about what happens next. And if the rapture is coming, I think I'd like to think that we're going to be going.
We're going to be going up?
I think so. I think so. I hope so.
I don't think they're going to judge us off of, small, simple things. But a lot of people be like, well, I stole that one time, when I was 12. I don't think it's that type of stuff. It's just, if you have evil in your heart, like a bad person. That's what I think's not making it up there.
That's what I'd like to think, is that there's some sort of super scope into your soul, and they will go, if you're a good person, you come on in. Come on in. And again, I don't personally believe that the rapture is coming tomorrow, and I don't know if it's ever gonna happen. But I'd like to think that pretty much all of us will be. I thought it was a great question that Monica asked, like who from the bone would be going and who wouldn't.
Nobody. She said JoJo's going up. I'm like, you don't know our coworkers.
Dude, I think JoJo's definitely. I think JoJo's in.
I don't think.
Dude, a
from
couple
the joking
gulps.
side, I don't think any of us are making.
Yeah, a little. A little big gulp here and there.
Yeah.
Never stopped anybody from getting into heaven. I'd like to think.
All the Lord's going to go is, Jay-Z guilty or not? And then he's going to decide where he sends her.
That is true. He'd be like, did you really think all those ladies believed it or deserved it, Joe? Did you really think that?
Absolutely. He's like, all right.
I think these people want to talk about the rapture. Let's take a couple and then step aside for a second. Senning Show, you're live on the air. Who's this?
Hey, what's up? It's Frank.
Frank, what up, dude?
Hey, man, I was just calling about the rapture.
Yeah, you prepped?
I mean, always, dude. I live every day like it's my last.
You got to stay prepped, man.
Hey, but no, so two things I want to say. One, anytime that anyone in my lifetime has made some kind of great prediction that the world is going to end, it never does. So
that is true, and this has happened, and it is eventually somebody will be right. Like eventually, like it might not be tomorrow, or maybe there won't be a human being that is ever really truly clued into it, but something.
Well, or religion, because also in the Bible, if you believe the Bible and everything and what it says, when it talks about the rapture, which is like in the very end, it says that nobody will know the day, including Jesus or God.
And definitely
so the chances of this.
Yeah.
So this guy's he might have had a dream, but I don't think it's, who knows if it's real, because it specifically says in there, if you believe in the Bible, and I guess most religious people do, but it says that not Jesus, nor man, nor God will know the day.
It would be funny if Jesus is like, I told some South African preacher. He's like, you did what? He goes,
he was like,
no one believe him.
He goes, I didn't think anybody believed him. I didn't even know he had the internet. I didn't know he was going to tell anybody. I appreciate I appreciate the call. The other thing about religion, and I'm not looking to get into a deep conversation about religion, but I want to have faith. I do. I think I can say that openly. And the thing that is, when I start thinking about everybody else's religion, like if you believe in something, I respect that so much if you have faith in whatever you believe in. But does that mean everybody else is wrong? Like in believing what you believe in, are you saying every other religion that has ever existed is absolutely wrong and fake? Are you? I maybe I'm putting it aggressively, but you must believe that. If you believe that your religion, whether it stemmed from the Bible or not, is the one, then that you look at everybody else and you go, you guys are wrong. You guys, you misinterpreted it wrong. You got something along the way.
You prayed to an elephant with 8 hands. You're not going up.
Exactly. Whatever it may be. So if you're on hold, you can stay there. We can take a call or two about the rapture. But I really want to give away some prizes, and I've got to shout out Mike Olivero because our prize stash is very, very full this week. So I want to blow out some prizes. And I'm looking, we've done something like this before. I'm looking for somebody who has turned in their child or their parent for a crime. These kids up in Michigan, they did something bad. I'm not going to give it away yet, but they did something probably very bad. They didn't kill anybody, but they were on the hunt for the evildoers who committed this crime. And leave it to their mommies, who were the ones who called the cops. If you turned in a family member, specifically your kid, hopefully, I'd love to give you some prizes. Let me tell you what I got. I got a day to remember with Yellow Card, September 27th. This week, we have 10 passes to the Mike Calta Tailgate.
Oh, wow.
We've got tickets to Papa Roach. We've got tickets to the Trans-Siberian Orchestra. And some of the favorites on the list for me. We also have a pair of tickets to see MGK at the Benchmark International, which she's coming in December. So for the right calls, we'll part with some prizes next on more Senning Show. Dude, I'll be seeing this song live, dude. Zach Bryan and John Mayer together.
Hell yeah.
I can't tell if I like you with that face or I don't. It might bring me comfort. Tease Energy, the pouch you dip between your cheek and your gum. There's no nicotine, no tobacco. These are full of vitamins, minerals, tea-cut herbs. If you go with the traditional line, it'll have caffeine in it as well, and that's why I love it. I'm always looking for a mental edge. I'm always looking for a little more energy, and that's what it provides for me. There's a flavor for everybody, whether it be minty, spicy, or fruity. If you go, Johnny boy, I don't want energy. I like to chill. Well, the entire chill line has tea-cut herbs that are going to mellow you out, and that includes the creamsicle chill, one of their most popular flavors. You can go to teasenergy.com, use Bone20 for 20% off everything in the online store. Check out the locator because you can hit up Walmart, 7-Elevens, liquor depots. I actually met a dude over the weekend who said my order comes every week from Amazon. Subscribe and save on Amazon. Tease Energy. Why spit when you can swallow? Keep it locked to the bone.
I'm in deep on better days.
You're listening to Senning Show on 102.5 The Bone. Not just one team, but a bunch of them, all in one spot. It's NFL football right here on 102.5 The Bone. Real Raw Radio.
Car accident? Take back control of your life. Call Anna Jar and Levine Accident Attorneys at 1-800-747-FREE.
Let the professionals at Fence Outlet save you time and money. We handle everything from the free estimate to the install. We do it all. And you get 0% financing. So come into Fence Outlet or visit fenceoutlet.com today. License number C-10252 and C-10803.
John Senning and Dizzy of Senning Show, known as the kings of chill around these parts. If you don't know, you're about to know about the Cava Social Club in downtown Bradenton. Pretty much cleaning up with the Bradenton's Best Award, Best Bar, Best Date Night Spot, Best Live Music, Best Coffee Shop, and they got something going on almost every night of the week. Wednesday, tell them about it, Dizzy.
Karaoke, go sing your heart out. My suggestion, Usher, really pops the crowd.
Thursday, baby.
You think you know it all? Prove it. Got trivia night on Thursdays. Prove that you're the smartest in the room.
Friday.
Open mic night, our favorite, whether you want to rap, sing, tell some comedy, or maybe some snap poetry.
And Sunday, fun day.
Are you a Poindexter? This is probably your night because it's chess club. Be 3, 4, 5 moves ahead of your competition.
Check them out online at thecavasocialclub.com and on all your social medias at Cava Social Club. Cava Social Club, where your vibe attracts your tribe. Boola, baby!
Insurance companies often play tough, offering you the bare minimum for your injuries. But why settle for less? With me, Mo DeWitt, your Tampa injury attorney, you pay nothing unless we win. Don't let the insurance companies push you around. Injured on the go, just call Mo.
Can you believe it is week 3 in the NFL already and nothing makes betting on football more exciting than a wager at Hard Rock Bet? It's so simple to use. Go online to the Hard Rock Bet app, and while you're there, you could check out the Stats Hub. Not sure what to do on your bet, who to score for yards? Check out the Stats Hub for all your information. Plus, sign up today and bet $5 on any game, and if it wins, you get $150 in bonus bets. A winning bet plus a boosted bankroll. Download it now or simply go to hardrock.bet. Offered by the Seminole Tribe of Florida. Must be 21 plus and physically present in Florida to wager. Terms and conditions apply. Concerned about gambling? Call 888-ADMIT-IT.
Reba McEntire is back on The Voice.
Oh, it's good to be back. What about me? Snoop Dogg, I'm back too.
Reba McEntire is back on The Voice, and so is Snoop Dogg, but mostly Reba.
Now wait, also not to mention the reigning champion, Michael Bublé.
Or Niall Horan. I think she paid that guy.
Reba McEntire totally paid me, and she's back on The Voice.
That's real smart. Mama didn't raise no fool.
The Voice is back with Reba McEntire, Snoop Dogg, Michael Bublé, and Niall Horan. Premiering tonight on NBC.
A lot of people, when they come in, they'll say, this is my last hope. The next step is getting them in the right arch supports. Our goal is to have that long-term change for them, to see someone that is in pain. I change things for them. See how we can help you with a free fitting at the Good Feet store.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. When we place our loved ones in a nursing home, we expect them to receive the best care. We meet with families who learn that their mothers and fathers, grandmothers and grandfathers have been terribly abused in nursing homes. Bed sores, malnutrition, broken bones, dehydration, and yes, even death. If you believe that a loved one has been abused or neglected while living in a nursing home, call us. The consultation is free.
Offices Tampa, St. Petersburg.
Your ducks are dirty. Dust, allergens, pet dander in every breath. Zero Res cleans it out for good. And Bone Fam pays only half price. Just use promo code BONE when booking. Not available with other offers. ZeroResTampaBay.com. Zero Res. All they leave is clean. Game-changing deals are always in season at Cherry Elm Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram during the Drive in the Fall event. Get invoice pricing with no market adjustments. You pay what we pay. Like 0 down, 0% APR, and no payments for 1 year on all new rides. At the #1 Ram dealer in the U.S. Online at cherryelm.com. Call 1-800-210-6286 for complete details.
Tune in for Reinventing Retirement, where premier wealth managers and retirement specialists discuss the most important and crucial retirement topics for your benefit. Reinventing Retirement, Saturdays at 9 a.m. and Sundays at 9 a.m. and again at 11 a.m. Only on 102.5 The Bone.
When you're hiring, have you ever felt like you're missing out on meeting truly great candidates for your roles? It seems impossible to find them, but they have to be out there somewhere, right? Well, they're not hard to find when you know where to go, and that place is ZipRecruiter. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter helps 10 million people with their job search every day. And because these people are actively looking for jobs just like yours, it's easy to find the right person right away. In fact, 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. But if you're not using ZipRecruiter, you're missing out. So see what it's like when the impossible is easy. When you go to ZipRecruiter.com/radio right now to try ZipRecruiter for free. Once again, that's ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter.com/radio. Never miss out on great candidates with ZipRecruiter.
1 in 4 Americans have a disability. I'm one of them. I'm also a working mom who cares deeply about making sure every child with a disability thrives by getting their access needs met. We've got a trusted ally by our side. Easter Seals provides children and families the foundation for lifelong success through early learning programs, skills training, and prep for college and career. That's my Easter Seals. Make it yours. Join us at EasterSeals.com.
Do you have an invention idea but don't know what to do next? Call InventHelp today. We have representatives nationwide who will explain the InventHelp process step by step. Over 10,000 patents have been secured through InventHelp's patent referral services. The InventHelp data bank includes thousands of companies who have agreed to review new ideas. We've been helping inventors since 1984. Let's help you next. Get started today.
Call 1-800-217-4380. That's 1-800-217-4380. Again, 1-800-217-4380.
You still got it, but your immune system weakens as you age, making it harder to fight flu, pneumococcal pneumonia, RSV, and COVID-19. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Hey, want to hear something great? Right now at Wendy's, you can get 2 of the #1 selling bacon cheeseburger in all fast food, the JBC, plus medium fries and a medium soft drink for just $8. Want to hear something else great? Double the burger means double the bacon. Now that's a game changer. 2 of the #1 bacon cheeseburgers with fries and a drink for just $8. Gotta be Wendy's.
Limited time only. U.S. price and participation may vary. Request $8 JBC meal deal to obtain discount. Individual items at regular price.
You still got it, but your immune system weakens as you age, making it harder to fight flu, pneumococcal pneumonia, RSV, and COVID-19. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Oh, could this vintage store be any cuter?
Right? And the best part? They accept Discover.
Accept Discover? In a little place like this? I don't think so, Jennifer.
Oh, yeah, huh? Discover's accepted where I like to shop. Come on, baby, get with the times.
Right, so we shouldn't get the parachute pants?
These are making a comeback. I think.
Discover is accepted at 99% of places that take credit cards nationwide. Based on the February 2025 Nielsen report.
You're still glowing, flirting, grooving. You still got it. But your immune system weakens as you age, making it harder to fight flu, pneumococcal pneumonia, RSV, and COVID-19. Vaccines are a key part of any health routine and help strengthen your immune response. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. Schedule in minutes at vaxassist.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
102.5 The Bone. Wheel Raw Radio. WHPT, Sarasota, Tampa, St. Pete. and 107.3 WXGL HD2 St. Pete. Live from the WeatherTight Windows studio. And now, back to Senning Show with your host, John Senning.
Yeah, I am the Alpha Omega, black flag swanger. Rucker driveway, I'm in airplane hangars. Me and my gang popping champagne like players for all of them days with no lights and no cable. No one can save you, my city fatal. Make it up out of it, how can they hate you? CLEVLAND's the greatest. I like this, don't make it look like it's Vegas. We own.
Welcome back to Senning Show. I'm John Senning, he is Dizzy. 800-771-1025. Watch the program, YouTube, 1025 The Bone. You'll see that little circle is glowing live. Click on it, and next thing you know, you're in the vroom, vroom, room. Shout out to Vanessa, Mike, TM, KGM Studio, Ray Decker, Made in Kentucky, Bill L., and everybody else who's in there. Shout out to Nolan, who was in there earlier as well. Front runner for most present supporter of everything that we do. If there is an event or anything, he is always there. I saw him. I didn't talk to him. I saw him at the tailgate, but I saw him for 2 seconds out of the corner of my eye at the brisket shop, and he's always repping. So shout out to Nolan. We appreciate it, buddy.
You got to love a guy who's going on a date, and he's like, well, you got to meet me at the Bone thing because this is my life.
It's so funny that you said that because, like, we know Nolan, and we've talked to him a bunch, and Danielle, my wife, was with me, and I said hi to Nolan real quick. It's crazy in those tailgates because you're schmoozing, you're kissing babies and all that. And I said hi to him, and he goes, Danielle said, I think he had a girl with him. I was like, no, that can't. I don't think so. And then you told me today the deets that he took a first date to a Bone tailgate, which not a bad spread though.
No, yeah,
free
it's a little
food.
Fun little thing. Yeah,
free
you get
food.
It's hot, but you know.
It was hot. Shout
Nolan, let us know how it went in the chat.
Yeah. Let us know if there's going to be a second date. Shout out to everybody who made it through that game yesterday in the heat at Ray J. Not for the faint of heart. I don't know, unless it was the Dolphins or the Jags. That's got to be, from a weather element standpoint, some of the harshest elements to sit in a game in the entire country. Unless I'm forgetting about, well, okay, I may
Arizona?
No, because I was thinking of the other direction, like up in Green Bay and up in Buffalo, when they will have fans come in and be shoveling snow and they all of that, 15, 20 below, games like that. That is intense. But I don't know. I think that the vibe and the weather situation, which they were reporting on the broadcast, felt like 130 degrees in the stadium, is right up there with fighting the cold. I would think.
I think cold is worse because when you're in the cold, you're fighting the pain too. Like what it brings, like everything hurts. Like
that real cold.
Yeah, and you even just catching the ball, it's gonna sting every time you catch it because it's hitting your cold hands. Like no. Absolutely. When you get hit, you're going to feel it 100 times more because you're cold. I'll take the heat over the cold.
There's just something about, like, I would love it, I think, but, like, putting on your snowsuit to go to a game, like those guys that sit out there when it is 20 below and you've got full facial coverage, you've got the full snowsuit on. That's the other side of the coin. I would be curious, but just saying, we'd hate that, and I don't know how much I'd love it, but I don't know that a lot of those people from Buffalo could come down and be able to hang in that weather that we had yesterday either.
Yeah, you're right. When you're on the extreme of other side, you cannot fathom being on the other side. Yeah,
like that was that. I don't know if he was from New York. That guy I was talking about earlier, this just angry Jets fan. I was looking at him. I'm like, this dude's gonna pass away. Like I'm looking at his bald ass head getting burnt in real time. I'm like, dude, this guy is not. This guy's not making it.
A lot of Bucks fans start just going shirtless.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's the way. That's one of the best things you could probably do. I always wear tank top like everywhere in my life. Yesterday during the game, though, I said, I don't think this is the way anymore. I think getting one of those like fishing shirts, like the dry fit long sleeve, that is probably the way to just protect yourself more from the sun. Like my neck and back, my back, it's all just burnt up.
Watered down, crack.
It's just all burnt up and crispy right now.
It was swampy out there, if you know what I mean.
This story is, I think for some reason I said it was up in Michigan before the break, but that's a lie. This is from Florida. It was out in DeLand, Volusia County, Deltona actually, Volusia County, where these kids, I'm for a school prank. Like you do something at the school, you put Vaseline in the locks, you do something at the end of the school year, maybe it crosses the lines of trespassing and not. And I go, it's kids being kids. This was drastically different. These two Florida kids, for whatever reason, decided to go into a school and absolutely trash the library. Over $50,000 worth of damage. I have the news story, and then we're going to take some calls from people who have turned in their own kids for a crime or have turned in a family member or a parent for a crime.
This is what Volusia County deputies found inside the Friendship Elementary Media Center. A glass door shattered, books and papers thrown all over the place.
Like you really, if you haven't seen the video, you can't quite envision how trash this place is. Like nothing is standing upright anymore. It's a huge sprawling area. Everything is trashed. Like they came into this place and just ruined and vandalized every piece of furniture and everything that was in sight.
Paint splattered and crude messages on the walls and tables. It looks like some ceiling tiles were even pulled down. In all, at least $50,000 worth of damage.
It was pretty upsetting that they absolutely trashed that entire place.
Wow.
I showed the video to Jasmine Page and her daughter Alexan, who spent time in that room when she was a student at Friendship.
And for it just to look like that hurts my feelings.
Deputies came here overnight Saturday into Sunday because the fire alarm was activated. The vandals were gone by then, but investigators did get surveillance video showing these two boys and put it out there asking for tips. The sheriff's office says they got a lot of them, including from the moms of the two boys, ages 12 and 13. Those boys allegedly admitted to breaking in during the day and causing damage and then coming back at night to do it again. We're not naming them because they are so young. They're facing charges including trespassing, burglary, criminal mischief, and theft.
It's interesting because we always have those conversations about the parents that would cover up for their kids, like if it was a murder, and there's always the Brian Laundrie, Gabby Petito thing where it seems like their parents covered for, or his parents covered for him. I think they pretty much did. I almost wonder if a parent would be more, as weird as it may sound, if a parent would be more likely to cover for their kid in a murder case or something really horrific rather than something like this. Like these are young teenage boys. They're 12 and 13. I don't know that they're going to be charged as adults, but I mean, it was a pretty serious job they did on this school. And the parents probably go, well, we need our kids to be held accountable. And they were caught on surveillance video. So maybe you're thinking to yourself, let's get ahead of this before they come knocking on the door. But I think these crimes are maybe more likely that you would turn your kid in the worse that it got. Because the worse the crime is, you're like, my baby, and the older they get, you go, my baby's going to go to prison for the rest of their life. My baby's going to get the death penalty, whatever it may be. But something like this, especially when they're younger, do you think your mom would have turned you in?
No. I've asked my parents about different stuff. It doesn't matter what it is. She goes, I'm not saying that we're going to hide you and make sure you get out the country and all that. But she goes, I would absolutely not turn you in. I'd be by your side the whole time. I don't care what it is. And if it meant them having to take the fall, she goes, I don't know about your dad, but I would take the fall.
Oh, wow. Even for something like this, you're thinking 13-year-old Diz has just done all of this damage. You think, if they came to the door and were like, hey, we think we have your son on surveillance video, she'd be like, oh, no, that's not my baby.
No. Yeah, she would. I asked her if, what if I was the shooter? He turned it in. She goes, I wouldn't turn you in for anything. Dude,
the mother's love. Yeah. What a crazy
My pops said way back when, not way back, but we were watching what's the girl from here, the Florida girl with the baby?
Oh, Casey Anthony.
Yeah. The whole thing came up with her dad abused her and this and that and blah, blah, blah. And we're like, that has to be a lie. And I asked my dad, would you let Megan, my sister, lie about that and, to help cover for her, make an excuse? He goes, absolutely.
Oh, my God. That's crazy.
To have my baby's back, yes.
Now, that is the next level. If that is the case there or in other cases where they almost painted that guy to be a pedophile.
Yeah.
And then he's just like, that's what I do for my baby. We do have a bunch of tickets, a day to remember and yellow card, bunch of tailgate passes for this Sunday's game, Papa Roach, Trans-Siberian Orchestra, and MGK. We were talking during the break. During these phoners, people can get a little long in the tongue. They want to give too many details. So we do it under Gong Show rules. Well, we're going to have it fit the Senning Show a little better, where we'll do these now under Bong Show rules. So if you're telling your story and it gets a little too boring and we're tuning out, You will now be hearing that to play you off. Don't take it personally. We're just trying to hear good stories, and it's not that yours isn't. It's just not good enough for the radio. 800-771-1025. Senning Show, you're live on the air. Who's this?
My name is Joe.
Joe, what up, buddy?
Hey, man. Can we talk about the football game weather real quick again?
Sure. What do you got to say about it?
I was in Chicago watching the Bears against... frankly, I don't even remember who they were playing. I think they were playing...
Cowboys. Yeah, get out of here.
It was. If it would have been quick, it would have been concise, it would have been interesting, but it didn't have the energy I was looking for. Sorry, buddy. Senning Show, you're live on the air. What's up?
How's it going, guys? Love the show. My name's Matt.
What's up, Matt?
Hey, I was about 20 years ago. My dad, off and on, was on drugs growing up.
Okay.
He was living with me. After a couple of years, I had a newborn. Ended up calling the cops on him because he was stealing trailers, redoing them, repainting them, and reselling them. He ended up getting caught with 125 grams of meth.
Oh, my God.
Ended up doing 10 years for the meth, and then I guess he was doing it for years with the trailers.
Did you know? Did you know that he was going to have all that meth on him? Like, were you like, oh, I'll just get him in trouble for these trailers, or were you kind of bummed out when you found out that you turned him in and he's going to spend 10 years in prison?
I was bummed out about the meth, but he's a piece of crap, man. So,
I mean, that's fair enough. I'll give you something. I don't know what, but your dad went to prison for 10 years. A lot of people with drug problems, though, you hear people say, like, jail may be the only answer. Like, that's one of those rock bottoms where the turning in point, I'm not really sure, but I know a lot of parents and probably even kids, when you have an addict, at least they know where you are. Like, I've heard people say that. At least I know where they are. They're in jail. They have a meal. They're somewhere. When they're out there looking for crack or meth or whatever it may be, you don't know where they are, what ditch they might be in on that day. So
yeah, I'm thankful that I never had anyone close to me with addiction problems like that, where like we were so worried, and it was like they have to hit rock bottom or they won't change.
Yeah. Senning Show, you're live on the air. Who's this?
Hello?
Hi, who's this?
My name's Tawny.
Hey, Tawny. How's it going today?
It's going okay. So I had to drive my ex-fiance to the sheriff's station. This was in California, but I had to drive him to the sheriff's station because he murdered our daughter.
Oh, my God.
Oh, my goodness, Tawny.
So, 19 days old.
Oh my gosh.
There is no words for how that felt, having to do that. Not knowing at the time what had happened, there are no words to explain how devastating that was. Because something was wrong, and he did not tell me anything, but it came out later that it was him.
When you say, and again, I'm not going to pry into anything you don't want to share, but when you say something was wrong, do you mean something was wrong with him or something was wrong with the baby and he didn't tell you? When you say something was wrong, what did you mean?
No, he wasn't acting right when I talked to him about where she was. And there's a whole...
Were you together? Were you actively together at the time?
Yes. He was home with her and I was at work.
And you were talking to him. You were talking to him throughout the day, and you kind of felt like something wasn't right.
Yep. And when I got home and he wasn't there and she wasn't there, I knew something was wrong. Oh my God! And so I was able to speak with him via text message, and he was able to tell me where he was, and a friend of mine picked me up, and we went and got him, and we went to the sheriff's station, and then it all came out later.
What was it? Was it an accident?
Huh?
Was it an accident?
Well, and that's the whole contention. I never went after the sheriff's station for this, but there was a detective that I think knew that he should not be in charge of a child while he was helping them with getting, undercover work.
So he
was doing undercover work.
An informant.
He was an informant for the police while having his own child.
Yep. And they knew that. And I have the text messages of that. But the problem is that he wanted to do the right thing and take care of his daughter. But because the detective was having him do informant work, he had to use in order to give them names. And so, long story short is, I didn't know this. It was all kind of behind my back. And
when you say use, he was actively using drugs.
He had to in order to be an informant.
So he was high. He was high on drugs when he was alone with your 19-month-old.
19-day-old.
19-day-old. Oh my God.
Yeah, she was killed at 19 days. And yeah, that's the whole thing is like, I was not aware of that. Like, he had told me he had finished his undercover stuff for them, but the detective knew that he was watching a 19-day-old baby.
Is he in prison?
Yeah, he's doing 25 to life.
Oh my gosh. So he was found guilty of what was the charge that sent him away?
Well, here's the thing. So he wasn't necessarily found guilty. I mean, he was, but he chose not to do a trial, to not put me through that, which I have to thank him for, because that would have been so much harder to have to go through it.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
But so he did that. He took the plea deal. And it's 25 to life, and it was, in effect, manslaughter, I think was what it came out to be.
Oh my goodness.
Because it wasn't intentional. He did not mean to do it.
But
it was his child.
But he was high.
Yes.
How, you must have been really in love knowing that he was still using at the time.
No, that's the whole thing. I didn't know he was using. He had 30 days clean and sober when I found out I was pregnant. He had 30 days clean and sober. And then I found out I was pregnant, and he was all happy. And then a detective told him, oh, if you don't help me out and get some more names to get some more arrests, then you're not going to see your daughter born.
Oh my goodness! This is do you stay in contact with him while he's in prison?
No, I only spoke with him prior to, and that was when he told me that he would do the right thing and take a plea deal, so I didn't have to go through a trial. And I can honestly thank him for that, and I forgave him for what he did because I'm a Christian. And my faith is a big thing, and I need to forgive in order to be able to move on in my own life. So I did forgive him, and I told him that in one of the last conversations we had. I told him that I forgave him, but that at some point down the road, I might want to hear the details of that day from him.
Oh my goodness.
Because the big problem was I had people that were friends of mine that would say, oh, well, we saw on the Channel 4 that he drowned her. We saw on Channel 7 that he beat her. And the problem is, in this day and age, the media has gotten so out of control. They do not have a good grasp on a story. They just grab what they can grab.
What's first, not what's true.
Exactly.
Yeah,
I told all of my friends, I was like, look, if you want to know the truth, ask me, I'll tell you. But please don't post things.
Yeah.
Like, don't put it on social media pretending like you know what's going on. And this is what I was going to say based on the story you guys said with the kids that ruined the library.
Yeah,
you can hear one side of a story, but you don't know the whole thing.
Yeah,
So-
and I got to throw you on hold. Please don't go anywhere. I appreciate you sharing the story. That was obviously
insane.
very intense compared.
He's definitely not getting Rapture tomorrow.
To what
He's staying.
where I thought we were going. But thank you for being so open with us. That is that's heavy duty stuff. Do not go anywhere. We come back. We've got more stuff. Dizzy has something for us and an update in his life. But we'll step aside for a moment and more Senning Show on the way.
You remember sitting there, rain out in Williams chair.
You're listening to Senning Show on 102.5 The Bone. Tell us what you think. Head to the 102.5 The Bone app now and leave us an open mic. The open mic on the free 102.5 The Bone app is sponsored by 1-800-ASK-GARY.
Drinking and driving don't mix. If you've been injured by a drunk driver, we're Bernetti, PA, and we sue drunk drivers. We know you may not have been ready. Call 1-800-BERNETTI. We're ready. Offices Tampa, Lakeland, and Pinellas.
Game-changing deals are always in season at Cherry Elm Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram during the Drive in the Fall event. Get invoice pricing with no market adjustments. You pay what we pay. Like 0 down, 0% APR, and no payments for 1 year on all new rides. At the #1 Ram dealer in the U.S. Online at cherryelm.com. Call 1-800-210-6286 for complete details.
Hi, I'm attorney Fran Hosh. Being involved in a car or motorcycle accident can be stressful. I've dedicated my career to helping accident victims and their loved ones. If you need an attorney you can trust, give me a call today at 866-LAW-FRAN. We will give you a free case evaluation. I won't charge you any fees unless you recover money. Give me a call today at 866-LAW-FRAN, 866-LAWFRAN, or visit me online at lawfran.com. Main office, Palm Harbor.
Cat Namo for Crunch Fitness, where you can join now for $0 enrollment. Membership started at $9.99 a month. Why does my counter say I have the best body on the bone? Because I go to Crunch. Crunch Fitness has all the cutting-edge equipment that you're going to need, world-famous group fitness classes, and certified personal trainers. I use one. I've never seen better results. Again, $0 enrollment with membership started at $9.99 a month. With over 500 locations nationwide, you're sure to find a convenient gym close by. Go to crunch.com to find a location near you and get crunched. Hurry, offer ends 9:30.
When the power goes out during a storm, are you going to be ready? Well, right now, Hawkins Service Co. is offering $50 off generator service. It is their September special. With reliable service and trusted techs, Hawkins keeps your home running when the grid doesn't. Don't wait for the next outage and call Hawkins today, 813-445-8209. They really do handle it all. HVAC, plumbing, pool repair, electrical. One place you don't need to be thumbing through Google or the Yellow Pages, if that's even still a thing, to find all the help you need. I've had them do pool repair stuff. I've had them do a bunch of electrical. They got my AC running well. You got to get with Hawkins Service Co. You can even book online, hawkinsserviceco.com. Hawkins, one call, handles it all.
For over 30 years, Fence Outlet has been here to help you create an outdoor oasis where memories are made and dreams come alive. Let Fence Outlet partner with you to turn your backyard into your favorite destination. Go to fenceoutlet.com today to schedule your free professional estimate. License number C10252 and C10803.
You worked hard for your 401k, but if you've left your job, your money might be sitting in the wrong hands. I'm Jeff Jr. with Trajan Wealth, and it's very possible that the 401k that you have had for years has hidden fees and limited investment choices. But if you're no longer with the company, that 401k may be at the mercy of your former employer. All of these things could be costing you thousands. Rolling over your 401k into an IRA can provide better investment options that align with your long-term goals. At Trajan Wealth, we're fiduciary advisors that are held to a higher standard with no hidden agenda and no hidden fees. Don't let your retirement dollars sit in an old plan, and don't roll it over to your new plan without consulting Trajan Wealth first. Call Trajan today at 813-550-1000. That's 813-550-1000.
Advisory services are offered through Trajan Wealth, LLC, an SEC-registered investment advisor.
The following is a paid advertisement by Family Vacation Getaways with the purpose of soliciting sales of vacation ownership. For complete details, please visit FVGradio.com. If you want a 100% complimentary stay at a luxury resort in Cancun, airfare not included, then Family Vacation Getaways is your ticket to paradise. See website for complete details. We're giving away 5 days and 4 nights to the first 50 callers who can name an animal that lays eggs and is not a bird. An animal that lays eggs and is not a bird. Do you know it? Call now. 800-417-6411. That's 800-417-6411. You're also eligible for an exciting bonus vacation to Orlando, Florida for just $498. And don't worry about anything ruining your plans. We can extend your travel up to 18 months. Name an animal that lays eggs and is not a bird, and you get a complimentary Cancun resort stay and an optional bonus vacation to Orlando for just $498. What are you waiting for? Call 1-800-417-6411. 800-417-6411. And give us your answer. The proceeding is not a contest and is a paid advertisement by Family Vacation Getaways. It is not sponsored by this program or its affiliates.
I'm Ultima Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. Every time one of my children started driving, it was terrifying. Thousands of accidents happen across the country. We see it every day. If you've been injured in a car accident, call us.
Dial pound law or visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Let's talk dirty for a second. Dirt in your carpet, pet accidents, coffee spills, cracker crumbs, and most cleaners, they just dump soap and water, leaving soggy, sticky carpet that attracts even more dirt. Zero Res is different. Their patented no residue process pulls it all out. No soap, no chemicals, just clean. And right now, your service is half off. Just use promo code BONE when booking. Not available with other offers. Half off for Bone Fam only. ZeroResTampaBay.com. Zero Res. All they leave is clean.
Life insurance. Why are you putting it off? Can't afford it? Too much hassle? Think you don't need it? There's lots of excuses for putting off life insurance. But if you weren't there, who would pay the mortgage and other bills? With Ethos, you could be covered in 10 minutes and boom, family protected. Ethos. Fast and easy online term life insurance. Up to $2 million in coverage with no medical exam. Some policies as low as $1 a day. Answer a few health questions and get your free quote at ethos.com/term. That's ethos.com/term. While retinitis pigmentosa takes Mark's vision, his family gives him hope, whether at the family business or at home with his wife and sons. He knows he's not fighting alone. For 50 years, the Foundation Fighting Blindness has funded research into treatments and cures for blinding retinal diseases, providing hope to people with vision loss. And for Mark, winning the fight means being there for his family. The Foundation Fighting Blindness. Together, we're winning. Help us end blinding diseases at fightingblindness.org.
Pulse Nation, single game tickets for Lightning Hockey are on sale now. You can be the Thunder at Benchmark International Arena this season as the Bolts battle teams from across the NHL. Secure your tickets now at TampaBayLightning.com.
We put in time, energy, and resources because your case is worth it. Farrah and Farrah, Tampa.
Now, back to Real Raw Radio. Sponsored by Anajar and Levine, Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
And now, back to Senning Show. With your host, John Senning.
Welcome back to Senning Show. Woo-wee. 800-771.
Where did you go? Down Virginia, cross a bridge.
1025. If you want to get on the phone line, hit us up on social media at DJohnSenning, at Dizzy for Mayor.
So I'm getting higher.
John's Joints with Drew Garabo coming up in just a little bit. We're way late.
Worth the wait.
What's your, it feels, my thing with situations like that is like, even if there's a 2% chance, which I think it's higher than that in this case, 2% chance that it's real, like I don't want to say anything or do anything to mess with a traumatized person. You talk to her off the air, and I know people specifically in the chat, which I mean, I don't mean this as a bad thing, but these are hardcore radio people. I think a lot of people in the chat, so maybe a little jaded, and that might not be a bad thing. What was your take after talking to her? Legit?
Yeah. It seems like something more she wanted to get off her chest. And like it's like almost therapeutic to be able to talk about it and be like, I moved on, I'm healed, I'm not like she said like she forgave him too, you know what I mean? So which is and the thing is, when it comes to making up stories for the radio, I guess you could go that far.
I don't think you needed to go that far.
No.
If you wanted, and I personally, from the conversation I heard with you and her, I don't think she was really calling. Like, she didn't even really seem to get the deal on the tickets.
Yeah, she's like, wait, so you're just gonna give me tickets? I go, yeah, I don't know if you heard. This is kind of like, it was a story to tell, and we would give you tickets for sharing your story.
Yeah.
Goes, oh, okay, yeah.
So who knows? But either way, thank you for sharing the story.
Yeah.
Heavy duty stuff. I don't know this. I don't know this update. But has there been some justice offered up in the hood? Is the couch back on your back porch or what?
There's been a development in the thievery in the neighborhood. This happened on Thursday. I didn't find out about it till Saturday. Essentially, we were heading to the Bucks game, and Nicole was going through her phone. She goes, I haven't showed you the video. I'm like, what do you mean? She goes, cops were at the complex. I'm like, really? And she goes, and guess where they were? And I go, at the house? And she goes, right at the house. At the house.
At the troublemakers who broke into your car, essentially. We know that for a fact.
I imagine he was the same one that stole that. Heard he was a real, bad apple. And
raptured. Will not be raptured.
Will not be raptured. Probably not the mom either. The mom was out there with him, and he was getting cuffed. Like, he was in cuffs, and they were talking to him, so...
I wonder if you who knows what they were actually arrested for, but I do wonder... Like, what is the protocol if you figure you found somebody who has stolen a bunch of stuff? Like, is there any way to try and get stuff back to people?
Yeah.
Like I would imagine there's probably nothing. Like, if that couch is sitting inside that house, which maybe it is, maybe it isn't, like, they wouldn't know that. Like,
no.
they don't have, if it's not directly connected to the crime that they're there arresting somebody for, you may never, you may never know if your couch is inside that house.
Yeah, maybe, someone in the neighborhood did what we didn't. I just went and yelled at people, and they said, you got to call the cops. They were like, all right, whatever, I'll call the cops. If we probably put it on record, there might have been a chance that they've been like, and there's the couch that was actually described, and blah, blah, blah.
That's a great point. I didn't even think of that. And I'm trying to think. I feel like I had something stolen once in life, and it did end up getting found somewhere along the lines. Maybe I'm misremembering that. I think I may be thinking of my wallet that was stolen, and somebody found it in a parking lot, like weeks later. But yeah, I would imagine having a record and having a police record so that they can probably put it into a database and go.
Yeah.
But then they're not going to start looking at their furniture, probably. Especially if there's like another lady there. You're going to have to go knock, dude.
Yeah.
Where's my couch, ho?
I imagine they had great evidence maybe leading to the person's house, and they were just like, look, we got you on camera. You could admit it, or we could drag this out. But regardless, we've gave you warnings. You haven't been listening. You got to come with us.
Yeah, well, yeah, and that's the thing. This person may be caught up in a life of crime. But you can, I think at this point, if nothing else, you just have to hope and wish that this is the guy that's causing all the trouble.
Yep.
That now maybe things will calm down in the neighborhood. Because, am I incorrect? Were the kids that broke into the car the same kids that were fighting outside, or do we not know that?
I don't know that for a fact. It might have been that kid. Not entirely sure.
But still,
he seems like the type that just wants to, be a menace in the neighborhood.
And hopefully, fingers crossed that this is all your trouble, and the neighborhood will now be, much safer and less crime. Let's hope for that.
At the very least, if anything happens now, at this point, I'm calling the cops because it's like, all right, well, now they're always showing up for this kid. At some point, it's going to be on them for not doing anything about him.
Is he? Any chance he was behind the clock? Any chance that he's like listening and he's like, oh, you thought the couch was bad, bitch boy. Wait till I get your boy with this clock and get in his brain.
Wouldn't that be awesome if he's just our villain and that's what he's doing? He's causing havoc with you and me.
They see it. There's he was found with a case of black clock boxes in the back of his vehicle. Well, I hope that this is peace for your neighborhood.
Yeah.
I can only hope.
Yes.
We got to make it a quick one here. Do not go anywhere. We come back. It's time to dive into John's Joints. Lots of stuff to get into in the world today. Is Jimmy Kimmel getting his job back? Might be more likely than you'd think. And somebody just sent me an article. Don't ever be afraid to send me an article because if it's good, it'll make the joints. It's a local story where some young men decided to give their hand or try their hand at this whole pedophile vigilante thing, to catch a predator, if you will. I don't think it necessarily went their way because I'm looking at a picture of 5 gentlemen in orange jumpsuits out of Largo. I'll give you the details on that and a bunch more. Keep it locked to 102.5 The Bone. John's Joints with Drew Garabo is coming up next. Life is all about change. Everything that we love changes a bunch, whether it's music, movies, TV shows. They can get rebooted, canceled, songs get remixed. Even our own taste in entertainment can change. But no matter how much things change in the next 5 years, there's one thing that's going to stay the same, and that's the price of your internet. Xfinity is introducing a 5-year price guarantee. And if you haven't noticed these days when it comes to bills, they're only going up, but not with Xfinity. It means you're going to get 5 years of the most reliable Wi-Fi with the best equipment included for a price that will stay exactly the same. If you're surprised, that could be a good thing. Life's going to be full of them, and this is the best kind of surprise. One internet price, 5 years, guaranteed. Lock it in. Xfinity.com/deals.
You're listening to Senning Show on 102.5 The Bone. 102.5 The Bone has your back throughout the hurricane season. Along with our severe weather partners at Fox 13, we have everything you need leading up to, during, and after any storm that threatens our Tampa Bay area. Visit theboneonline.com and head to our hurricane guide. Get emergency kit checklists, the latest storm tracks, and ways to help the community after the storm. It's your one-stop shop for hurricane season. We do a lot of dumb stuff here at The Bone, but when hurricanes threaten, we are here for you. Always. 102.5 The Bone Hurricane Guide, powered by Generex Generators.
If you're the victim of a car crash, take back control of your life. Call Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys at 1-800-747-FREE.
It's more than just a fence. It protects your future gardener.
Mom, look at my tomato.
Wow. Your future Olympian. And your future best in show. Get your free quote today for all the future brings at fenceoutlet.com.
Reba McEntire is back on The Voice.
Oh, it's good to be back.
What about me? Snoop Dogg, I'm back too. Reba McEntire is back on The Voice, and so is Snoop Dogg, but mostly Reba.
Now wait, also not to mention the reigning champion, Michael Bublé.
Or Niall Horan. I think she paid that guy.
Reba McEntire totally paid me, and she's back on The Voice.
That's real smart.
Mama didn't raise no fool.
The Voice is back with Reba McEntire, Snoop Dogg, Michael Bublé, and Niall Horan, premiering tonight on NBC.
Hi, I'm Ray from Sun Toyota of Newport Richie. Shop everything under the sun with Sun Toyota. Everything, including new Camrys, Corollas, RAV4s, and Tundras, with Corolla payments starting at $179 a month. Backed by a nationwide lifetime warranty with 4-year maintenance included. Plus, you're only 2 clicks away from your best price. So visit Sun Toyota today, because when you make it Sun Toyota of Newport Richie, we make it happen.
Call 800-639-3367 for more details.
Sun Toyota of Newport Richie.
Sitting in traffic because of an auto accident is frustrating. We should remember, though, that the person in that accident ahead, their life has changed forever. And we may be thankful it isn't us. But if it ever is, call 1-800-BURNETTI. We're ready. Offices Tampa, Lakeland, Pinellas.
What's up, Bone listeners? It's Captain Zach. Are you looking for more power? Check out my friends at LBP. Whether you're boating, taking a cruise on the golf cart, my friends at Lithium Battery Power have the innovative technology to give that to you. Check them out at lithiumbatterypower.com or call 727-223-9831. Lithium Battery Power. Longer life, more power.
Ready for some dirty talk? Your carpet is packed with dirt, spills, and pet mess. Zero Res pulls it all out. No soap, no chemicals. Get half off for the Bone fam only. Just use promo code BONE when booking. Not available with other offers. ZeroResTampaBay.com.
Let me tell you one of the reasons I think we became the largest injury firm in the world, and it's not even close. I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. My wife and I had a plan early on. In our firm, our lawyers only work on certain types of cases. Our products liability and dangerous drug lawyers only work on those cases. Same for car crashes, workers' compensation, medical malpractice, and insurance disputes. Our thinking is for these lawyers to focus on one area of the law and live it and breathe it. Power comes from knowledge. Many lawyers do everything, jack of all trades. Not us. And we don't charge an hourly rate. You only pay us if we win. If you want to hire us, it's easy. Dial pound law on your cell phone, pound 529, or visit forthepeople.com on your phone or computer from the comfort of your own home. Let us get to work for you. Morgan & Morgan, forthepeople.com. Injured? Dial pound law or visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Mark your calendars for a day packed with fun and purpose. Join us for Habitat Hillsboro's 7th annual Veteran Inshore Slam Fishing Tournament on Saturday, October 11th. The day begins at Finn's Dockside Grill in Apollo Beach with a hearty breakfast and great vibes, and concludes with a trophy presentation, after party, raffles, and more. Proceeds support Habitat Tampa Bay Hillsboro's Veterans Build, building and repairing homes for U.S. veterans and their families. Register today at habitathillsboro.org.
The Golden Diamond Source is working every day to be your family jeweler. And when people come to me and tell me they're thinking about getting engaged, I tell them there's only one place to go, and that's the Golden Diamond Source. And right now, a $5,000 engagement ring with 0% interest can be yours for only $83 a month. You can't pass up an offer like that. If you're thinking about getting engaged, lock it in now. And it's September already. Plan ahead. Don't let the holidays sneak up on you this year. Now is the time to take advantage of the Golden Diamond Source in-store layaway. And you might be saying, okay, Mike Calta, that's great. What if I'm not getting married? Okay, then trade in your old jewelry for cash, especially if it's an old engagement ring. The Golden Diamond Source is offering the highest ever trade-in value for your gold and diamond jewelry. It's old to you, and it's probably out of style. Turn it into cold, hard cash. And it's already football season. The holidays will be here before you know it. Now is the time to get your shopping started. Come in now and relax and shop and save at the Golden Diamond Source. Stop by and see them 3800 Omerton Road in Clearwater, where you'll always find the perfect gift. Only at the Golden Diamond Source. Tell them Mike Calta sang it.
You hear that? That's the sound of your business losing money. Legacy phone systems weren't built for today's teams. Open Phone gives your business a smarter way to stay connected. Open Phone lets you manage calls, texts, voicemail, and contacts all in one place, so that you and your team can deliver a seamless customer experience from ring to... Need to take calls on the go? Open Phone automatically transcribes, summarizes, and highlights next steps from every call, so you never miss a detail. Need insight into what closes a sale? With Open Phone's AI call tags, you can instantly spot key topics like objections or pricing questions, and use those insights to coach your team and level up every customer interaction. And yes, you can bring your existing number with you for free. Keep your team in sync and your customers happy with Open Phone. Open Phone. No missed calls, no missed customers. Try Open Phone for free at openphone.com/free and get 20% off your first 6 months. That's openphone.com/free. Openphone.com/FREE.
Paid for by Hims and Hers Health. Plans not available everywhere. Compounded products are not FDA approved or verified for safety, effectiveness, or quality. Prescription required. Restrictions at forhers.com apply. Wegovy and Ozempic are FDA approved and other registered trademarks of Novo Nordisk AS, which is not affiliated with Hims and Hers.
Trying to lose weight? It's time to try Hers. At forhers.com/radio, you can access affordable, doctor-trusted weight loss treatments tailored to you. These include oral medication kits and compounded GLP-1 injections, the same active ingredient that's in Ozempic and Wegovy. Through Hers, pricing for oral medication kits starts at just $69 a month for a 10-month plan when paid in full upfront. No hidden fees, no membership fees. Hers brings expert care straight to you with 100% online access to personalized treatments that put your goals first. Reach your weight loss goals with help from Hers. Get started at forhers.com/radio to access affordable, doctor-trusted weight loss plans. That's forhers.com/radio. forhers.com/radio.
This hour of Senning Show is brought to you by Hawkins Service Co. One call handles it all.
1025 The Bone. Wheel Raw Radio. WHPT, Sarasota, Tampa, St. Pete. And 1073 WXGL HD2 St. Pete. Live from the WeatherTight Windows studio. And now, back to Senning Show. It's time for John's Choice with your host, John Senning.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Welcome back to Senning Show. It's time to fire up the joints of the day. It's a little news. It's a little life. We call it John's Joints.
So what we say? It goes like this. But cannabis, cannabis, cannabis.
I never quitter. Hit it so good, I think he split her. I had one, but it wasn't radio friendly.
Likes to get pounded in the...
Exactly. I was headed somewhere in that direction. He is Drew Garabo.
Was that a piccolo or a flute at the beginning of this song?
I think it's a flute. There's a little video playing in the corner of the Spotify, and I think it's a flute.
Okay.
Dude, they filmed this in St. Pete. Like they did. This is Josh Heinrichs with Scalinja, and they did it. I forget the name of the company. He's wearing a shirt that says St. Petersburg, and it's got a big pelican taking a dab on it. I forget the name of the place that used to be in St. Pete where they filmed it, but hell of an acoustic version of this song.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Dude, you were right before we went on. You were showing me some old pictures of Xander that came across your social media, and I was having this conversation with Mike Olivero yesterday because his son was out at the tailgate, and I hadn't seen him in the flesh for 5 years.
Same.
And it's weird, even when you don't have kids, how kids like put time and life in such a weird perspective that almost doesn't make sense, that I don't know how it must make the parents of that kid feel. You know what I'm saying? I look at this guy. He's a man. Like, he's got a full beard. He's looking at me like he could probably beat my ass. And I go, in my head, like, you were running around the promo department not that long ago, and you were just a little baby boy. And same thing with that picture of Xander, where he'll always be a kid in my mind, but he's running around this world as a grown-ass man, and it almost rips my heart out a little bit. So I can only imagine it being your child.
It does tug at the heartstrings. It's better when your kid is awesome, but your kid is like a grown-up version of that little boy. Like, he's still that little boy.
Yeah.
Yet he's an adult doing adult things.
It is. It's quite the.
Man,
it's quite the thing. I wanted to do this right away. I want to talk about the Bucs. We'll talk about the Bucs. Talk about Mike Evans and how that injury is shaping up. But this was on my memories on Facebook this morning. This was so good. And it was so fun. And I remember like the hype of the Fitzy era being so high. I said, I don't know if you would agree. Let's take Brady out of the equation. I think this 3-0 Bucs team with Baker coming from behind and the team coming from behind 3 games in a row, it might be reaching the same level of excitement that we were experiencing in the early Fitzmagic days. Because if you remember, the Fitzmagic true era with the memes and everything really just lasted for the beginning of that one season. Remember, we blew out. He was throwing bombs. I think we blew out. Who was it in the first?
Was it the Saints?
It might have been the Saints. First game of the season, we blew out. Everybody just thought, how cool. Not only this guy is our quarterback, but he was swagged out.
Deshaun Jackson swag, right?
Yeah, yes. And all of his chains and everything he was wearing. And this video came across. It was obviously 3 games into the season. And this goes back to the Drew Garabo Live days of myself. Micah is in the room. Seth was here. You obviously are the host of Drew Garabo Live. Yep. And we wrote, I remember we put a lot of work into it.
We did.
In the Fitzmagic era.
Or maybe clap.
Because you got the words all right.
Maybe clap. Yeah, other than the fact you didn't say the words.
Right.
John, you have the lyrics.
No, I don't. I'm looking for them.
It's Fitz so revered.
Yeah.
All right, I got to get the timing right. That's the different. Sorry, that's the.
It's Fitzy that.
I got it. I found it.
Fake news. His beard is very vital to the Buccaneers revival, and now our team it lives a dream, and Fitzy is our idol. Here we go. It's Fitzy who rocks that beard, that's so revered. It's Fitzy. So revered, guys. Fitzy. It's Fitzy who rocks that beard, that's so revered.
So good.
It's Fitzy. When Jameis met that girlie, things got a little squirrely. He groped her crotch and now he'll watch his backup score real early. For Ryan, it comes easy. His wardrobe might be cheesy.
So
with
good.
D-Jack swag, it's in the bag now. All we say is TD. It's Fitzy who rocks that beard. D-Jack swag. So revered, it's Fitzy. That's songmanship. Fitzy.
I mean, the lyrics are on point. It sounds very professional. You know, we made this in probably 5 minutes.
Oh, we definitely just pasted it together.
What we say when we need a rhyme. He walks a walk and talks a talk. Drop fastest on a dime. And in our city, it's no pity. Take us for that.
I do feel it did have me feeling inspired that we probably need to come up with a Baker song.
Yeah, I was thinking when you sent me that was Fitz magic time. Like something about letting Baker bake.
Yeah, letting Baker bake. I think there's so many different ways to go in. I would say it's going to be tough this week because I'm leaving early. Well, you're leaving early too, so we may have to. I was going to say if they beat the Eagles, then maybe we hit it the next week with the Baker anthem.
Perfect.
But that was we did a couple. We probably did like 2 or 3 where they were actually thought out songs. And I think all of them were very good. We did the one for Isaiah, the Storm, but we also did the one for Julie Weintraub that we you would have loved that story, Diz.
We've had some minor disagreements. This is the only actual yelling fight
we got into a legit fight
we've ever had.
And the thing is that it was 5 seconds before we were going on air. We had Julie Weintraub, it was her birthday, and we had this idea to make a rap song for her on her birthday, and we're about to go on the air and do it, and like kind of during the commercial break, we're like practicing and going back and forth, totally disagreeing on what we had agreed upon.
Disagreement. He saw it one way, I saw it the other, and I'm still not sure who was right about the way we had practiced the chorus, and he's like, I'm sure it's this way, and I'm like, I'm sure it was this way, and we were yelling at each other.
We were just screaming at each other up until
the only time ever.
Seconds before we went on the air, and what do you know, we somehow pulled it off. We pulled it off that thing.
Which way did you sing it?
I don't know. I couldn't remember.
It's a sign of a healthy relationship that we don't even know.
I couldn't remember at all. I just remember thinking in the moment of us fighting, we have to do this in like 5 seconds. Like we actually have to do this. And she loved it, and it turned out very good. It's like bands that that reminds me. Before I tell you about it, let me tell you that one of the main voices, my father-in-law, my mother-in-law told me about this show.
Okay.
And I was like, they told me about it. I'm like, that doesn't really, I don't know that that's for me. When we were at Ferg's, Ben Ruda got in my ear about this television show to watch. He's like, oh, we're obsessed with this show right now. So we started it. And as excited as I am about it, as much as we're into it, I don't know that either of you would like it at all, or if you've heard about it. It's called The Runarounds. Have you heard about this on Amazon Prime?
No.
So it's so convoluted and weird to try and explain. But so remember the show Outer Banks?
Sure.
So there was a band that was created by the creator of Outer Banks to be a band in a scene for Outer Banks.
Okay.
This band is now a real band. But there's a show on Amazon Prime called The Runarounds about the band The Runarounds, in a story about how they come together performing their own music, but it's not really their story. I know it's very, very, it's super.
So it's like 8 Mile, but it's not Eminem's story. It's very close to it.
I mean, and I really have muddied the waters by even sharing the backstory of it, but it is these high school kids who just have a dream of starting a band and making it big.
Okay.
And it's real in on like the musician element of it and the writing, the songwriting element. Like it's a lot about the band and the music and everything. And we are absolutely captivated by the show.
How long are the episodes?
But it's not there. But it's not a band.
No, it is a band. The band is a real band.
But it's not the real band in it.
No, it is the real band.
See, I'm so
but it's not a real story.
I'm telling you. Yeah, I believe the story is not real.
Okay.
But it is the band. And but the thing is, I don't know where for you.
I'm so confused.
And trust me, I was before we watched it. I don't know where the line is on, I'm going to use this phrase, but it's going to kill it even worse. Like teen drama.
I love teen drama.
Right, but like you go back and I think about the days of
90210.
Well, more recently, I was going to say Friday Night Lights. Like Friday Night Lights is like it was a story about high school kids, and I don't know. I'm not saying it was made for high school kids,
right?
But this is very teen drama not for kids, plenty of cursing, plenty of all of those things, but it's
like a Riverdale maybe. Did you watch Riverdale?
Not all of it, but it's really I'll tell you, it's not going to bring you any joy to hear this. It's so good that Animal Kingdom is straight up been on the back burner for about 7 days.
How do you feel about that, Drew?
There's only 10 episodes.
You guys about to start yelling again?
No!
I was right all along.
Yeah.
I probably wasn't.
It's super, I don't know if it's going to catch fire, but And when Ben Ruda told me that, Ben is a very rugged man, and I kind of had a vision of this show, and he tells me...
Opposed to you, a big pussy, apparently.
Well, no, I'm just...
Ben's rugged?
Yeah.
No, he's handsome.
I'm talking...
I like this beta over here.
There was no comparison to anybody in this room. I'm talking only about the show. I saw the show as a teen drama, heavy on the teen lean.
Yeah.
So when Ben told me that he was watching it, it kind of blew my mind, and I went, okay, maybe I'm missing something.
So a lot of good music in it, though, obviously, right?
Yes.
Okay.
I feel like I'm missing something. So it is a real band, but the all the biographical information is falsified?
All right, so here we go. The Runarounds is an American musical drama created by Jonas Pate. Okay, I was reading that like it was going to tell us something,
That told me
but so
nothing.
far it did not tell us anything.
Okay, keep going. Who's the key grip?
Okay, clearly that was not the right.
And the gaffer was Steve Williams.
Are the Runarounds a real band? Yes, the Runarounds is both a real life rock band and the name of a fictional TV series about a fictionalized version of that band. The band was formed after being discovered by the Outer Banks creator and initially appeared in Outer Banks, becoming the focus of the show on Prime. The band members are real musicians who write and perform the music for the series.
So the band only exists on the show. They don't play gigs, right?
Well, I think we're building up to that.
Okay.
I think we're building. I don't know. I also haven't gone so far to like seek out their music because I'm afraid that there's going to be like spoilers for the.
Yeah.
So maybe wait.
Like I died in episode 9.
Yeah, the Runarounds.
Drug overdose.
All it says on IMDb is a high school band graduates and attempts to achieve fame and success in the music industry.
Okay.
Sounds kind of interesting.
But are they real?
Well, yeah. In the thing it says in the trivia it says the Runarounds is a real band that first appeared in season 3, episode 7 of Outer Banks, which led to the development of the series. The cast members are real life musicians who had already formed a band and were casted specifically just for their musical talent.
Okay. Okay. There we go.
I only watched season 1 of Outer Banks.
Yeah, we didn't get into it either. That to me was a show that maybe leaned a little too into the teen drama. Element. So the cast consists of actual musicians, not actors pretending to be in the band. Okay. It is the band. The music performances on the show were all filmed live on set using the band's own songs.
Okay.
So the musical element is very, very interesting. I would be curious if either of you would like it at all.
I'm going to give it a try.
I don't feel just the musical element alone. And there's. I won't say too much. It's teeny. It's
hour episodes?
Hour.
Half hour? Okay.
It's an hour.
I got a couple episodes of The Pit left. Then I think we're going to do Black Rabbit, and then we'll do...
Which one's Black Rabbit?
That's a new Bateman.
Is that a show or a movie?
I think it's a show. I hope it's a show. It's Jason Bateman and some
it is.
Dude.
Oh, it is. Oh, is that a Brit?
I don't know.
Oh, Jude Law.
Oh, yeah, he's British.
We tried to get into No Murders in the Building or whatever it was called.
Yeah.
Murders Only in the Building.
We didn't talk about that. You texted me. Yeah.
We haven't finished it.
It's all right.
But Nicole is on to, she's rewatching Jersey Shore episodes. So anything to get her off of that, I will watch.
The old Jersey Shore are like, especially maybe like late at night or when you're not trying to pay attention, just the shock factor of what they used to do in that house is
GTO.
Is enough to keep it on.
Funny watching them and they're rocking their Ed Hardys and all this like gross clothing from that area.
Dude,
yeah.
They may have opened up the portal or the next, we always talk about there being a different dimension. That may have been when we shifted timelines. They were like, this is no good for humanity. We're just going to shift it over just a smidge.
I mean, look, Snooki looks like an otherworldly being.
Dude, the
human.
Murders in the Buildings, that on paper felt like a show that we would have loved. It had the podcast murder element, mystery murder.
Cast.
I like, Short and Martin and all of that. And it just never captivated us the way that we were looking for.
Same. I watched the first season and I liked it, didn't love it, and then I have no interest.
Yeah.
I don't know, that chemistry between Steve Martin and Martin Short's amazing, but it's not enough to get me to it. And when you said this seems like a show that you would like, to me, I was like, I don't know if he meant that as an insult or a compliment.
Well, you love Steve Martin and Martin Short. Like,
I do.
It does feel like it.
Yeah. And the podcast element was cool.
Yeah. It's just I don't even know where.
And cameo by Sting.
Dude, I did watch that one scene, and I'll never forget because they go to like a professional wrestling event, right?
It's actually Sting.
And then I don't want to spoil anything, Diz, but so they're at this No Murders in the Building second season. The murder is because Sting is coming down from the rafters and he drops his baseball bat when he's halfway down, and it hits somebody on the head, and then it murders somebody with his.
It's a different Sting.
It feels like he got a bad rep. That should have been more manslaughter. Terrible lawyer.
That musician is in an elevator.
Yeah.
Sting.
Hell yeah.
Sting.
In it.
The wrestler with the face paint. He looks like the Crow. We get it.
Breath you
Dude, and only because you brought it up. It wasn't even in my mind until you re-brought it up. But it's juicy enough to share with you, and Diz might get a kick out of it. Denny Hamlin yesterday in the NASCAR race. The reason everybody's talking about him is they're in the playoffs now. So, like, there are racers out there, there are drivers out there that aren't in the playoffs, but they're still obviously all in the same race. So, Denny's going for a championship, and his teammate, Ty Gibbs, it's part of Gibbs Racing.
Yep.
The coach, Joe Gibbs, like the coach.
Of course.
His grandson is on his team as well, Ty Gibbs, his grandson.
Got it.
Denny Hamlin was racing closely with Ty Gibbs.
His teammate.
Ty Gibbs not in it for a championship. He's been eliminated.
No reason for him to be driving aggressively.
Exactly. So Denny's on the radio going, "What the F is he doing? Does he not know that we're racing for an effing championship here?
Yeah.
Somebody needs to talk to him and tell him to get the hell out of my way."
Did he bend the knee?
He did not bend the knee because about a minute after that, Denny Hamlin crashed his ass.
Shut up.
So he crashed not only his teammate,
that's my boy,
but the team owner's grandson.
Hey.
And what happens next?
How did Hamlin finish?
Not great.
Did that affect him?
He was in the top 10. Not too much. He had a couple issues, but.
Where do you stand on that?
I'm Team Denny at this point all the way. But
you have to. You're on a team.
They kept saying that Ty Gibbs, people were sharing memes and GIFs of Seattle Seahawks. I'm just here so I don't get fined. Marshawn Lynch, because when he got out of the car, those were his answers. Neither of them would say anything about each other. He was like, we gotta figure that out, and that's about it.
Is NASCAR the only?
You don't have to. You can call it whatever you want.
Is NASCAR the only sport where teammates compete against each other?
That's a great.
Track and field. You're running for the same country. There's more than one person.
But definitely from the element of widely shared sport. If we're talking about sports that are broadcast that have eyes on them, probably, I would think.
Weird. And it's the most dangerous one, too. Like, you could actually kill your teammate easily.
You really could. Let me, I think I might have him screaming into the radio. I was worried it wouldn't be edited.
Oh, here we go. Yep. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, boy. Yes, sir. Gibbs goes around. What is he doing?
So pretty interesting.
To the owner's grandson.
Yeah, to the owners. And here was
this is enough to get me into NASCAR.
Was not happy with you, talking about how he was racing for a championship. As you look at the incident, was somebody in the right and somebody in the wrong, and where does that lay out?
Yeah, it's unfortunate, but I'm excited to go race next week and looking forward to it.
Denny also mentioned that he felt like somebody from the organization should talk to you. What do you expect that conversation to look like?
Yeah, we'll have a good race next week. We're looking forward to it.
Major, I'm just here so I don't get fined vibes. But,
what a voice!
But pretty interesting. He looks like he's 16 years old. He looks however young his voice sounds, he looks younger. Like he looks like a 12-year-old little boy.
If I would have saw that in a movie, I would have been like, "Who writes this? That would never happen in real life."
It is awesome. It is some good juicy drama in the NASCAR world. Moving along locally to the Buccaneers here, they're calling it a bittersweet update, but I don't know if it's really bittersweet considering how bad it could have been. The good news is Mike Evans really just dealing with a low-grade hamstring strain, which he's kind of battled with over the years, and without being a doctor, I think once you've torn it bad enough, it's always a possibility it could happen again. So 2 to 3 weeks on average, he could pull off a miracle. The reason they're calling it bittersweet, the next couple weeks, the next 3 weeks really are obviously our biggest test with the Eagles, first of all, Seattle, however you feel about that. Drew might be there for the game. And then the Niners after that. So, it's you really saw on full display yesterday what that Evans-Egbuka combo can really do. Because during that drive where Evans got the tutty, they went to Evans early, I think once, maybe twice, then to Egbuka twice in a row. When everybody's going to be healthy and you get Chris Godwin back, it's a thing that people say, I don't know how you guard everybody when you have that many receivers that are truly elite.
No, and when everybody gets healthy, we are a nightmare for opposing secondaries. That catch by Egbuka on the sideline that was ruled not a catch was absolutely a catch.
Well, that catch, but not only that, from the touchdown drive, that one-handed catch.
Oh, man.
That had to be in the argument for catch of the season.
Oh, yeah.
I would think. I was so mad. I had my phone out and I'm trying to like capture a cool moment. I'm like, because he caught that ball right in front of us.
Yeah.
So I'm trying. Nothing happens. I think I have the play before that and the play after that I got on my phone, and he caught that one-handed right there. Dude, that guy is going to be. I mean, he's not going to be. He is a stud. I mean, everybody said it, but. What a
rookie of the year. Rookie of the year for sure.
Yeah, and everyone talks about his maturity and his poise off the field too. Like that's what's most impressive about this kid, I think, is what kind of locker room presence he is already as a rookie. And how about Baker Mayfield, 3 weeks in a row, ball in his hand, chance to win the game, 3-0.
It's a thing of beauty. I mean, I mean, there are probably naysayers out there that go, oh, well, you know, they were that close, or you know, that could have went the other way. But at the same time, if Baker gets that ball, I mean, you were really alluding to it last week when you talked about the bet in the last minute. I don't know if you can bet against him. I mean, as soon as that moment happened where they run back the block the field goal and run it back, you go, you didn't even feel that bad. Like all I could think when I'm watching their coach celebrate that way, I go, I wouldn't get that excited yet. Like this sucks. We shouldn't be in this position, but you're giving Baker the ball back with just under 2 minutes, and we've seen the story.
I know you were still there. Can you talk to me about the energy in the stadium, like
Dude,
when they blocked that field goal, how the energy shifted?
My loins were already burning from the squats that I did, but to say that they were burning when that field goal got blocked, and ultimately when we kicked the field goal to win, would be just an understatement. It was a feeling that started down near my plantar fasciitis and wormed its way all the way up into my aching thighs, right into my scrotum.
And when those things happen, could you just describe where you were in the stadium? Like watching
Section 110. Section 110. Those moments?
Those exact moments. The blocked field goal and then the game-winning touchdown. Right where you were, your vantage point.
I was close. Yep.
Close to the field?
I was right. Yep, real close. Okay. I already said I left in the third.
I mean, I have no room to talk.
I was gonna say you built the blueprint on the leaving events early. I will say this is a fun little fact. And one comment on a Facebook page alluded to this, and I thought it was so funny. We took those pictures by the ship.
Look good too.
Great. That cannon right behind me, is the cannon that we put Danielle's grandpa's ashes in.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah.
So her grandpa's in that photo too.
Yeah. In a way. Every time we go by, we just wonder, and I was really kind of prying at her yesterday, like, where are they? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that was many, many years ago now. So like, do they take those cannons off? Like what's on the inside of that cannon? Like, has it been replaced? Like because it was in a very tiny little vase thing, like a little urn thing.
Yeah.
Glass. And so took it and put it right inside the cannon. And I always just wonder, like, what if that cannon just feeds to like a garbage can on the backside of it? Or is it still there? There's just so many things to think about with what that really meant.
And it actually fires, right? Like so. Like,
no, not those.
Oh, okay,
Nothing
I was going to say, because
those.
if those really fire, then her grandpa could be scattered across the face of thousands of Bucs fans.
I imagine they empty it out and they just have a bunch of urns all the time.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh my God, we got so many fans.
Look at all these dead people.
Yeah. One person commented and said, dude, don't stand so close to that cannon. You never know what kind of weird stuff people have thrown down in there.
Well, like grandpa's.
That was a hell of a memory.
And how crazy is it that you were sitting right next to Mike's Weatherpage's daughter, and then this morning, Mike's Weatherpage's wife is at the gym, and we talked for like 15 minutes.
That is bizarre. When we were testing this morning, you said, oh no, I hope that doesn't mean a storm's coming. Oddly enough, there are 2 storms out there right now. I don't know what it was, but when I heard that you saw his wife this morning, you have 70,000 plus people. I'm sat right next to his daughter, and then you see his wife the next morning. It is kind of crazy. It's one of those things too, where like you see someone and it takes a second for you to compute like where you're seeing them and how you're how you're seeing them. So
Yeah.
hopefully it's nothing but good vibes.
I hope not. And I'm usually so ignorant as to who people are that I get kind of pissed when people remind me before I have the chance to show them that I know who they are. She's like, it's Mike's weather page wife, Julie.
Yeah.
I go, I know, Julie. Okay? I know you.
Yeah, but that was really that was really cool. And again, it was hot. If you missed out.
Texting Sarah, I'm like, can you imagine sitting in that building right now?
Yeah, it was toasty. Mo had the right seat with Patrick Smith, and it was pretty cool though because we were right underneath the I don't know what they're calling it, but where all of the they had, I forget the number I saw. I want to say like 130 former Bucs players. So in between almost every play, they would like walk to the window and like wave to everybody and show them. So they brought like Bruce Arians and Jensen and a crew up, and then they showed Gruden up there. It was really funny when they showed Gruden on the big screen. Rich and Lisa were sitting right behind him, which was pretty cool. So yeah, all of those old Bucs players were right above us, which was really cool.
How about Cam?
Yeah. They were talking about that on the morning show and how insane it was to dress all these big guys in white and they just like marshmallows.
Oh, yeah.
Terrible idea.
But it was cool. And then the stadium looked great. And it's so cool to see the masses of sports media agree with almost zero pushback. Those are some of the freshest, cleanest uniforms in all of football. I mean, those white creamsicles are dude, I don't know that they would ever do it, but if there was ever a team who could legitimately bring back the throwback as their new number one, I think it would be the Bucs and the creamsicles.
Patriots do.
Just acknowledge how Baker killed the Monday night curse, killing the creamsicle curse. He's killing our curses now.
He really is. And another game with a huge run. In those moments when he gets those runs, it's like you're injecting the team and the stadium and everybody with just this we believe mentality. And the Baker era is so damn fun. And it's obviously on the heels of Brady. We hoped that it would be good. I don't think that anybody. I would love to go back and compile like all of the thoughts from people, even Bucs fans, when Baker first came, because I don't think there's anybody who saw it going this way. Keep us afloat. Let's hope this works. But at the same time, keep in mind, when he came on, we didn't know what was up with Kyle Trask. The Bucs made a huge move to get Kyle Trask early. I think he ended up going 12th maybe. And, I think it was, okay, here's Baker's going to hold us over till Trask. Trask currently, I believe, if I'm correct, unemployed, I believe.
Yeah, no team.
So it's a good time to be a Bucs fan.
Do you think that if the Jets special teams had been coached better, that dude would have blocked that field goal, run it down to the 20-yard line and slid? Because you would be able to avoid giving Baker the ball back with so much time. You put together a last-minute drive and you leave like 12 seconds on the clock.
Yeah, that's a great point. I've not heard anybody share that, but that was absolutely, I imagine that it's tougher to coach those moments in such a unforeseen scenario, but you're absolutely right. It would have done something. You then don't even know, you don't know what could happen.
It's a great idea, but then you're taking that risk. We stopped them on 4th.
Yeah, we did stop them on.
And I think the game's on the line.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah, but I like the idea of you could have just ran the clock a lot easier.
When you're gambling at that point.
Yeah.
It depends what gamble do you want to take? Do you want to gamble that you can or cannot score, or do you want to gamble Baker with the ball back with 2 minutes left?
I would say with the way the Jets offense was executing better in the fourth quarter, I would have taken my chances with not giving Baker that ball. And special teams coach has to, before that field goal, go, okay, if we block it, but then if you're running it back, you got to take a dive at about the 15-yard line.
Yeah, it's kind of, well, no, it's completely different. But there was the controversy last week about whether or not we let the Texans score. Same type of gamesmanship in that moment where maybe you got to do something that doesn't feel right to ultimately get what you want.
Dude, and how about Todd Bowles' response when they asked him in the press? I hope that went live on the radio on a couple of stations in town.
Did you see it?
No, I didn't. I'm not a big Todd Bowles fan. So
Dude, me either, but this will make you...
Hold on. Let me see if I have
great cursing.
Because even in the first half, when it was near the end of halftime and we're running the ball because we're like, all right, well, let's just burn the clock and kick a field goal. I'm like, we're so far downfield. Let Baker go. Why not? And that's kind of why I don't like Todd Bowles. He does not like to risk it.
Well, you listen to this elite level of cursing. Although I don't think
I'm able to get I thought that the Bucs put out an
edited version.
An edited version of it. If only the Bucs would, just like NASCAR put out the edited Denny Hamlin. Hold on, let me see.
An F word and an S word.
Yeah. They pretty much said what was going through your mind. What was going through your mind when they blocked that? And he said, going through my mind? you got to be effing S-ing me. Yeah. And
That's great.
And I loved the call out from Baker to the coach that had cut him from Carolina to some old rivalries with the Jets. Like I wouldn't call it pettiness, but I love that he's not afraid to dig into those little things and call them out where they are.
He's a cool, smooth dude. Earlier in the week when he said, just as kind of an aside to correct that reporter on the way you say Tyrod Taylor, he goes, it's Tyrod. He doesn't correct people.
Exactly. Did you see his comment about Igbuka where he was like, making him look bad by catching the one-hander?
Disrespecting his passes by catching it with one hand.
That's good stuff. The guys are on fire and everything is feeling right. Let's step aside for a moment. I do have some real news stories that we can touch on. I do want to get to this local story that I just learned about 5 young men in Largo who attempted to be the To Catch a Predator dudes. I'll just tell you that the photo attached is all of them in jumpsuits, so I don't know that it went the way that they wanted it to. We'll dig into that and a bunch more. Coming up next in the back half of John's Joints, Bubble Down Car Wash, the greatest car wash in the whole wide world. You get stuck in a rainstorm after you got your car clean, maybe hit some mud puddles, a sandy day at the beach. That's why you need to think about the unlimited membership plan, which allows you to go through as many times as you need. Having a freshly clean car can boost you up like you don't even know. Some people think they need a new car, and then they just clean it, and they go, that car's actually pretty cool. They've got locations in Tampa, Brandon, Riverview, Wesley Chapel, Palm Harbor, and Spring Hill. Get in there today. You will have the cleanest car in town every time you bull down.
Showed you how I felt, now I guess it's your turn. Been told a million times, now we know the truth. Been meeting you, ain't fireproof, no.
You're listening to Senning Show on 102.5 The Bone. Stream Real Raw Radio live. Anytime on the free 102.5 The Bone app. Now, a Bone traffic update from the Farah and Farah Personal Injury Attorneys Traffic Center.
Our big problem continues to be an accident toward Pinellas on the Howard Franklin Bridge. It's been blocking the 2 right lanes near the Pinellas end. Backup stretch all the way back to the West Shore area of Tampa. In Tampa, there's an accident clearing along Dale Mabry just north of Linebaugh. There's a crash in St. Pete along 5th Avenue north at 45th Street. This is Jim with traffic.
Rear-ended by a dump truck. A man suffered brain damage no MRI could detect. Farah and Farah used expert medical evidence to uncover the rare condition and secured $5.7 million. Let Farah cook, Tampa. Fence Outlet customer Jean said,
Fence Outlet made the process easy. The team was very detailed. My fence was done right by getting all the needed permitting and finding my property pins. I've had so many compliments on my new fence.
Go to fenceoutlet.com to book your free estimate. License number C-10252 and C-10803.
Reba McEntire is back on The Voice.
Oh, it's good to be back.
What about me? Snoop Dogg, I'm back too.
Reba McEntire is back on The Voice, and so is Snoop Dogg, but mostly Reba.
Now wait, also not to mention the reigning champion, Michael Bublé.
Or Niall Horan. I think she paid that guy.
Reba McEntire totally paid me, and she's back on The Voice.
That's real smart.
Mama didn't raise no fool.
The Voice is back with Reba McEntire, Snoop Dogg, Michael Bublé, and Niall Horan, premiering tonight on NBC.
Game-changing deals are always in season at Jerry O. Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Shop over 1,000 vehicles in stock during the Great American Tailgate event. Get invoice pricing with no market adjustments or hidden fees. You pay what we pay, like 0 down, 0% APR, and no payments for 1 year. Plus, get up to 20 grand off new Ram 1500s. Hurry in today during the drive-in to fall event at the #1 Ram dealer in the U.S., Jerry Ohm. Tampa is Ohm Country. Online at jerryohm.com. Call 1-800-840-0798 for complete details.
If you want your windows there in weeks, pick up the phone and just text Reese.
Win $25,000 in new impact windows from Reese Windows. Pick up your phone and text the word TRUST right now to 20129. That's TRUST to 20129.
Hi, I'm Ray from Sun Toyota of Newport Richey. Shop everything under the sun with Sun Toyota. Everything, including new Camrys, Corollas, RAV4s, and Tundras. With Corolla payments starting at $179 a month. Backed by a nationwide lifetime warranty with 4-year maintenance included. Plus, you're only 2 clicks away from your best price. So visit Sun Toyota today. Because when you make it Sun Toyota of Newport Richey, we make it happen.
Call 800-639-3367 for more details.
Sun Toyota
Of Newport Richey.
Life is busy. Luckily, Racetrack's here to keep you on track every day.
running around around and the time makes you nervous. Are you still a mom or just a taxi service?
With ice cold drinks, hot pizza, freshly ground coffee, and even Swirl World frozen yogurt for the kids.
The schedule is packed with things that they have to do, but with so much to choose from, you'll find something for you.
Racetrack is here to keep you going.
Racetrack's gonna get you.
Racetrack, whatever gets you going.
Can you believe it is week 3 in the NFL already, and nothing makes betting on football more exciting than a wager at Hard Rock Bet? It's so simple to use. Go online to the Hard Rock Bet app, and while you're there, you could check out the Stats Hub. Not sure what to do on your bet, who to score for yards? Check out the Stats Hub for all your information. Plus, sign up today and bet $5 on any game, and if it wins, you get $150 in bonus bets. A winning bet plus a boosted bankroll. Download it now or simply go to hardrock.bet. Offered by the Seminole Tribal Florida. Must be 21 plus and physically present in Florida. To wager terms and conditions apply. Concerned about gambling? Call 888-ADMIT-IT.
The only way to make healthcare better for the people of Florida is to keep solving. And at Florida Blue, we want you to know how we're doing it. Providing support at our Florida Blue centers to help you get the most out of your plan. Making mental health appointments more available so you can be seen within a week. And offering plans that fit your needs and budget. Visit floridablue.com/followtheblue to see health solutions that are making healthcare more affordable. Policies have limitations and exclusions. Florida Blue is a trade name of Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Florida, Inc.
Ain't nothing gonna break my stride. Nobody gonna slow me down.
Don't let pneumococcal pneumonia break your stride. If you're 50 or older, you're at increased risk. So be proactive with Capvaxive pneumococcal 21-valent conjugate vaccine to help protect against invasive pneumococcal disease and pneumonia caused by certain types of pneumococcal bacteria. Capvaxive helps protect against the strains of bacteria that cause about 30% more IPD cases than any other pneumococcal conjugate vaccine in adults over 50, according to national level CDC stats. Regional variations may exist. Don't get Capvaxive if you're allergic to the vaccine or its ingredients. Tell your doctor if you have a weakened immune system. Common side effects include injection site reactions, feeling tired, headache, muscle aches, and fever. Capvaxive does not protect against all strains. For more information, call 1-800-927-8888 or visit capvaxive.com. Ask your doctor or pharmacist about Capvaxive. Need help paying for your Merck vaccine? Visit merckhelps.com. Sponsored by Merck.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. If you've been injured in a car accident, call America's largest injury law firm. For over 35 years, my mission has been to deliver more for our clients, to deliver more for you. Injured? Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
1 in 4 Americans have a disability. I'm one of them. I'm also a working mom who cares deeply about making sure every child with a disability thrives by getting their access needs met. We've got a trusted ally by our side. Easter Seals provides children and families the foundation for lifelong success through early learning programs, skills training, and prep for college and career. That's my Easter Seals. Make it yours. Join us at easterseals.com.
Maria, salon owner. You know the jingle. Now discover the facts about Ozempic, a GLP-1. There's only one FDA-approved Ozempic made by Novo Nordisk. Learn about the real thing.
Talk to your healthcare professional today. Call 1-833-OZEMPIC or visit Ozempic.com to view the medication guide and to learn more about Ozempic. Semaglutide injection 0.5, 1, and 2 milligrams.
Trans-Siberian Orchestra returns this winter with the Ghosts of Christmas Eve, the best of TSO, and more. A dazzling spectacle packed with pyrotechnics, lasers, and the incredible storytelling synonymous with TSO. $1 from each ticket sold benefits the Calta Family Foundation. Win tickets at theboneonline.com or the Bone app.
Involved in a car accident? We understand the pressure you're under. Call Farah and Farah, Tampa.
Got a burned out light switch or broken outlet or breakers that keep flipping? Just call for a Bolt electrician online at boltelectric.com.
Now, a weather update from the Sun Toyota Weather Center.
I'm Fox 13 Chief Meteorologist Paul Delgado. Skies will average out partly cloudy tonight. We'll see lows in the mid-70s. On Tuesday, mix of sun and clouds. Any showers and thunder showers that pop up during the day will favor southern areas, and high temperatures locked in the low 90s.
Now, back to Real Raw Radio. Sponsored by Anajar and Levine, accident attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
Now, back to Senning Show with your host, John Senning.
Welcome back to Senning Show. You're in the midst of John's Joints. I'm John Senning. He's Dizzy. That is Drew Garabo, the host of Drew Garabo Live, coming up in about 15 minutes-ish. Before we get into the back half of these joints, let me tell you about my friends at Reese Windows. These are American-made products, family-owned, trusted for over 50 years to deliver the highest quality factory direct hurricane impact windows, with most installs done in under 8 weeks. And now the giveaway is bigger than ever. You can win $25,000 in new windows for free. Free. All you got to do is text TRUST to 20129. If you're already entered from the old one, you're covered. You're good to go. And that double lifetime warranty transfers when you sell your home. Who doesn't want to increase the value of your home? Check them out. ReeseWindows.com.
In your eyes.
So, I don't know if this is just talking. I don't know if this is just to keep the debate alive, but they are saying today Jimmy Kimmel and Disney are in talks to get his show back on the air. His business and legal representatives are in deep discussion with Disney and ABC, trying to hammer out a compromise that would allow Jimmy Kimmel Live to resume its 23rd season. What that agreement looks like and what they would ultimately come to feels like a fairy tale to me. But I would have thought he would have been so pissed.
Bob Iger's in a very interesting spot right now because he knows he wants to capitulate to the FCC chairman, but so many artists who are Disney artists have signed this petition that said they are displeased with the perceived censorship.
I do have that, too. A dark moment for freedom of speech in this thing that people have signed. Over 400 celebrities wrote an open letter that was released by the American Civil Liberties Union on Monday. We, the people, must never accept government threats to our freedom of speech. I'm trying to see who all signed it. Tom Hanks, Meryl Streep, Billy Crystal, Robert. I mean, it really is if you could just get one person that looked like they were coming across the line, and those people are out there, but Aniston, Bateman, Crystal, De Niro, Fonda, Selena Gomez, Julia Louis-Dreyfus, Meryl Streep, Ben Stiller, Joaquin Phoenix, all of these people signed it. I saw an interesting thing over the weekend that the day they canceled Jimmy Kimmel was however many years to the day, I believe it was ABC, canceled the Bill Maher program that was eventually went on. And his take was, go find a better place. He said, go to a place like I did where you can do whatever the hell that you want, which in my mind, why wouldn't you want that to be your path? Because even if this comes to fruition, I don't think it's going to, he will be muzzled in some form. And if not actually, it will always be on his mind of what he can get away with.
Yeah, and why would you go where you're tolerated instead of where you could be celebrated? Do what Bill Maher did. You're a big enough name to build something on HBO, on streaming or whatever, but he's going to have to bend the knee if he wants to come back.
Yeah, I will say, I don't know, when we talked about it right after it happened, I'm like, I don't know if I see it totally as an infringement of free speech, because it's this whole, you can't say whatever you want and expect that everybody's going to sign off on it, because to me it's a platform issue. And obviously this is a broadcast network, but you could go on to YouTube, or if a HBO or whoever gave you a place, you look at somebody like a Tucker who decided, I want out from my big news job and I'm going to go do all of this on X and I will say whatever I want and I'm not indebted to any sponsor or network at any point. And I think you can say whatever you want in those places, and you just have to wonder if that's how this all ends, in a place where there is nobody really controlling him or what he says.
It's kind of like really what we do here.
Yeah.
We're monitored by the FCC, but if we were to go to a podcast land, then you're not. You've got free reign, and Jimmy's he's got enough money for crying out loud.
Dude, I mean, he could whatever he decided to do. I just wonder, and this is, a fantasy again, is there some talk with him where they go, we just don't want your whole thing to be that you hate Republicans.
Right.
Like, we think it's too ingrained in your brand at this point that we don't want to be in that game. Right or wrong, let's just say that's what they're saying. And they're like, would you be willing to have guests on with different opinions? Or I'm just saying this. Have a JD Vance on, have a Tucker, whoever it may be, and kind of find a way to laugh with these people and not have it be the way that it has been. Is that an offer that he would ever even take?
I don't know. Do you see the breakdown of how many jokes he's made about Republican politicians versus Democrats?
Yeah.
It's slanted. There's no other way to look at it. And it's okay to have a little bias, but if you're creating an entertainment program that's supposed to be broadcasting, don't eliminate half of your audience.
Yeah, and it's whether or not that night that joke really had everything to do with it, whether it was an excuse of sorts to be able to fire him. I still can't see a day when Jimmy Kimmel comes back on ABC.
It'll be hard to see, but isn't it so ironic that I believe, from what I know of Charlie Kirk, he would have loved the fact that free speech was still allowed on network TV. Everything that I've seen goes against what he thought free speech should be all about.
And I've seen a lot of people say that. I have seen, the voices that his whole thing was giving a mic to people that disagreed with him.
Yeah.
So to proverbially take away the mic from Jimmy Kimmel, it does kind of, but who knows? I mean, everything's so politicized that I have seen the people go, he would have a problem with this. I also don't know that. It wouldn't surprise me either if he went, this lib has been causing trouble for a decade and we're glad he's gone.
Yeah.
It's hard to say what he would have actually said.
It is.
I've teased it long enough. A group of 5 young Florida men are facing an assortment of criminal charges for battering and falsely imprisoning a man who they targeted in a To Catch a Predator style sting. As we've covered stories like this now for the last couple years, we always would say this is going to go wrong. And I think they've gone wrong in a couple different ways. This just happens to be right in our own backyard. They recorded it and uploaded it to a website for public viewing for profit. It's alleged in the affidavit that it took place 2 a.m. Friday at a home in Largo. The victim arrived at a residence expecting to meet a minor for sexual encounter. The man apparently had been lured to the short-term rental property via a dating app or some other fraudulent online enticement. After arriving at the residence, the victim was forced onto a couch while being yelled at to sit the F down and shut the F up. One of the assailants placed the victim in a rear naked choke while others repeatedly threatened him and warned of police intervention. While pinning the victim down, the defendant stood in a circle around the man and physically attacked him while he was trapped and unable to leave and was begging and pleading for the attack to stop. One of the men arrested is Matthew Qualley, 19, forcibly shaved the victim's head against his will for humiliation purposes. The group of attackers repeatedly threatened the victim and coerced him into doing acts of humiliation, which are not described in the documents. The accused men reported the incident and planned to profit monetarily from the video, which was uploaded to a website. In addition to Qualley, the September 12th arrest had there are 4 other dudes, all 20 years old and younger.
The Largo 5, they're calling it.
It really is, dude. I mean,
Are they really?
Yeah.
Well, and I think this is the only way this could have went. Like, of course, everybody wants pedophiles to get in trouble, and of course, nobody's going to shed a tear for a pedophile.
Yeah.
But we do live in a country where you can't just entrap somebody and then beat the hell out of them and make them do insane things and hold them against their will and post it online and make money off it and think that somehow you're going to be in the right.
No. Now, if they had called the cops when the dude showed up thinking he was going to have sex with an underage kid, that's great.
And
Also,
they do that. That's what these guys do.
Exactly. But, you can't take the punishment part into your own hands and shave his head and rear naked
Haze
choke
him and stuff.
Yeah.
It's so weird.
This is a crazy little thing. So one of the guys, Andro Issa, he's 19, was also charged with child neglect, a felony for bringing a juvenile to the site of the sting, which I don't know if this is like built in. It's what a double-edged weird thing here. So he brought them to the site of the sting, which cops described as an area with an object believed to be a sexual offender. So because he took him to a place where they thought there was a sexual offender, he's getting a bigger charge. The minor involved was a suspect and was arrested. A police spokesperson said as well, he's identified in court records as a caregiver to the juvenile who was visible in the video. The defendants were each released on bond from county jail on Sunday.
Jesus.
I mean, it's kind of surprising that more of it's not happening because there's like this fervor. It's a mob mentality where you think and you are right. Like you are right in the cause, but just do the right thing. The guys that are out there doing this and doing it right, they talk with them. They eventually bring the cops. Sometimes the cops aren't super helpful and aren't super friendly. Sometimes they take the person away right immediately. Like if you're going to do it the way that you're supposed to do it, I guess.
Grady just had FAFO Part 2 where he got 230 arrests about solicitation, saved a couple of human trafficking thing. It was just a couple of days ago, and he does everything right.
And you've got to. And if you're outside of the law thinking that you can just beat on people like that, you are wrong. No matter what you think, even if you can prove it, you can't just hold people against their will and beat them. Sorry, I had to be the one to share that bad news.
But a lot of people disagree with you. I've seen a lot of people repost it saying, free the Largo 5.
I mean, I'm not saying I get it because I agree.
Right.
I get it because, of course, who wants to support a pedophile? And I don't think you're supporting a pedophile by saying we can't just have people being lured. Because what happens if that starts happening and you get the first innocent guy?
Right.
And I don't know how it happens exactly, but
good point.
Like we do live in a, believe it or not, hard to see, civilized society of sorts where we can't just be whooping everybody's ass who we think did something wrong.
Due process.
I am all burnt up. Do not go anywhere. Drew Garabo Live is coming up next. Your next opportunity to win $1,000 comes up at 5 o'clock. Thank you very much.
Can I just say your hat? Fire. I wanted to mention it earlier.
Oh,
that hat is fire.
Dude, I got to tell you, I appreciate that so much because this was from that I forget what it says it on there. They release one every year. So that tie-dye one I have was from the
Crucial
same brand.
Catch.
Crucial Catch.
Oh, those are great
and
hats.
I thought this was from the Tom Brady's first year. And I always thought I liked this hat less than I did. It's been sitting on the shelf for probably 2 years. So thank you for saying that.
No, I saw it. I was like, I got to mention when we talk Bucks.
Yeah, it is a...
You go sleep around with Gio, and look who welcomes you back with compliments.
Look at that.
Don't ever leave me again.
One of the first compliments I've ever received.
I keep you satisfied, Daddy.
I appreciate that. Thank you, Diz. Thank you, Drew. Thank you to everybody who participated in the program. We'll be back live tomorrow at 1 p.m. I have not said this yet. I wanted to make sure it all worked out. The return of Matt and Zach tomorrow, 1 o'clock on the program. The homies are going to be in studio. We've got a show to promote for them down in Venice. And also, if everything goes as planned, we're going to play a fun little game that I have to say Dizzy has designed and broke down the rules for. So do not miss that tomorrow at 1. Keep it locked to the bone for Drew Garabo Live. But first, we love telling you about our good buddy, Jeff Borum.
Jeff Borum is going to make your home buying and selling experience a breeze. Find out how by listening to John.
There are so many different reasons that can bring somebody to have to move. I think some of us go, oh, moving's a happy time, new house. Well, what about if you got divorced and you got to sell 2 homes and maybe buy 2 new homes, or you moving under a tight deadline because of a job? Those things are stressful. And when you go with Team Borum, their goal is to alleviate all of the stress. That masterful marketing machine, they might have a buyer for your home before you even know that you want to sell it. Whatever you got going on in the world of real estate, there's one call to make, and it's to Team Borum.
Team Borum, powered by EXP Realty. And with Jeff, you've got options. Buy your home, sell your home, rent your home. No risk. He'll let you out of the contract at any time. Google Team Borum right now, BORHAM, and you could be packing tonight.
You're listening to Senning Show on 102.5 The Bone. We are Real Raw Radio. 102.5 The Bone. The Hard Rock Rising Battle of the Bands is back. 102.5 The Bone and Seminole Hard Rock Tampa is inviting all Tampa Bay area bands to compete in the Hard Rock Rising Tampa Battle of the Bands. The winner's music will be showcased on the radio, and they will open an upcoming show. Now for the important part, and we can't stress this enough. If you have a good band, we want to hear from you. Now, you can apply if you suck, but we want to hear from the best bands in Tampa. Submissions are now being accepted. Submit your band's info now by visiting TampaHardRock.com. Deadline to submit your entry is Sunday, October 12th. More details at TheBoneOnline.com. Don't miss your chance to compete and be crowned the Hard Rock Rising Tampa Battle of the Bands champion. 102.5 The Bone supports live music in Tampa Bay, and we want you to show us what you got. From the Seminole Hard Rock Hotel and Casino and 102.5 The Bone, Real Raw Radio. Now, A Bone traffic update from the Farah and Farah Personal Injury Attorneys Traffic Center.
Our big problem continues to be an accident toward Pinellas on the Howard Franklin Bridge. It's been blocking the two right lanes near the Pinellas end. Backup stretch all the way back to the West Shore area of Tampa. In Tampa, there's an accident clearing along Dale Mabry just north of Linebaugh. There's a crash in St. Pete along 5th Avenue north at 45th Street. This is Jim with traffic.
When you're injured in a car accident and the insurance company denies your medical bills, denies to pay your lost wages, and won't repair your car, it's time to fight back. Time to call Farah and Farah at 800-500-5555. Tampa.
Be so for real. $5 doesn't get you much these days, unless you're at McDonald's. Because right now, you can get a $5 sausage McMuffin with egg combo meal. A savory sausage McMuffin with egg, crispy hash browns, and a small premium roast coffee. It's a full morning lineup for just $5. The price of your lost couch change, your wallet, and your stomach. Well, thank you. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Prices and participation may vary. Cannot be combined with any other offer or combo meal.
Back to school got you tight on cash? McDonald's under $4 McValue menu comes through. Pick from your favorites like a rich caramel frappe or chocolatey mocha frappe. All small frappes are just $3.50. Or grab the iconic snack wrap for just $2.99. That's right, the snack wraps you love are back. Can we take a moment to celebrate the McDonald's under $4 McValue menu? There's something for every appetite, every vibe, and every kind of day. Mickey D's comes through. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Prices and participation may vary. Cannot be combined with any other offer or combo meal.
Looking for top quality fencing in Florida? Fence Outlet has been the state's fencing expert for over 30 years. With 8 convenient locations, we offer a wide variety of styles and colors to enhance your property's security and curb appeal. Go to fenceoutlet.com to book your free estimate. License number C-10252 and C-10803.
Worried about market losses? If headlines are keeping you up at night, it's time to take control. Hi, I'm Jeff Jr. with Trajan Wealth, and I know you've worked hard to save. But in times like these, what if can turn into what now? If you're planning to retire or are in retirement, you need a strategy that helps protect your future. At Trajan Wealth, you can capture market gains, protect your account from losses, and guarantee income for life. Right now, you could receive a bonus of up to